Chapter 532. Lin Xian was not lying. He was really worried about this matter. Who did you hear that from? Linglong Shui. Is her words enough? Lin Xian asked. Enough. Lin Xian then said. The possibility is high but not certain. That's why I reminded you. You guys threw my sincerity and kindness into the wind. Sorry. Ling Ying stuck out her tongue in embarrassment. Forget it. Just be obedient in the future. I don't dare to go out alone anyway. I can either go out with Ling Longyue or this Murong Qing. She's definitely a strong person. Then, Lin Xian cleverly turned the situation of being blamed by the girls into him blaming them. However, Lin Xian did not say that on purpose. Life did not perish Lin Xian. Those people suddenly realized that Lin Xian had abandoned the prettiest Murong Qing and was now chatting with the two new beauties. Moreover, they seemed to have a very good relationship with each other. What's more, their relationship seemed to be very good. They even saw one of the girls feeding Lin Xian a small cake. What's going on? What's going on with this Lin Xian? In the beginning, everyone thought that it was possible for Lin Xian to have a good relationship with the first beauty. But when a person had a good relationship with the three most beautiful women present, it inevitably attracted everyone's attention. That's enough. Ling Ying held a piece of cake and looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian nodded. I'm full. Didn't you see how much I fed you? Ling Ying said helplessly. In order to admit her mistake, Ling Ying listened to Lin Xian and fed him. Everyone was envious. Keep it up. Lin Xian smiled. At this moment, the scene suddenly became chaotic. An old man walked out from the innermost room surrounded by a crowd. Oh! For a moment, the crowd reacted as if they had seen a celebrity. Although none of them knew each other, Lin Xian felt that it was fake. Lin Xian recognized two of the people who walked out. He had seen them before in Tianhua City. They were from the three major forces. However, it was only those two people. He had only seen them before and did not know them. However, they were definitely big shots. Lin Xian looked at the old man. He looked to be in his 50s or 60s, but he was very spirited. His gaze was very sharp, the kind of gaze that could scare away many people. He was a serious old man. I reckon that whoever becomes this old man's disciple will be a disaster. Lin Xian said quietly to Ling Ying. Why? Ling Ying asked curiously. Han Chushue also looked over. His eyes are sharp. He must be an extremely strict old man. Being his disciple, I'll be disciplined to death. It just so happens that you lack discipline. Go and be his disciple. Ling Ying said angrily. Damn. How am I lacking discipline? You have a home but you don't go home. Instead you go around seducing young ladies. Don't you think you lack discipline? Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose awkwardly. It seemed that this girl was still jealous. Yes. Then you can discipline me. Lin Xian said with a smile. This old lady doesn't care. I don't have the time either. Ling Ying said proudly. In fact, the words in her heart were. She couldn't control them. That's right, she really couldn't control them. Because of the appearance of these people, all the attention was temporarily diverted from the three beauties and Lin Xian. When they came to the front of the hall, those people couldn't help but gather around them. Lin Xian and the rest were here to eat and drink. They were too bored and didn't want to become some expert's disciple. To be honest, they didn't care. If Lin Xian really wanted to, wouldn't Linglong Shui be better than him? Everyone quiet down. This time a man said. The hall indeed quieted down. Let me introduce everyone. This is Senior Huang from Tiandu. Senior Huang is a heavenly venerable realm expert and has been famous for a long time. This time he came to protect our border cities and also to find a disciple. Senior Huang's vision is not ordinary. Senior Huang didn't even take a fancy to those geniuses in Tiandu. What Senior Huang sees is a kind of fate and opportunity. Therefore everyone, you all have a chance. Rizke. Ling Ying couldn't help but make a tisk sound. It's not those geniuses in Tiandu. It's those people who don't take a fancy to him. Ling Ying pursed her lips. Lower your voice, Lin Xian said. It's fine. I can't hear. Those geniuses in Tiandu. Which family doesn't have two heavenly venerables? Heavenly venerables aren't rare in Tiandu. There are many of them. Powerful ones are rare. Huang Chong glanced at the hundreds of young men and women below. Then he said, "This old man is looking for a disciple based on fate. However, your talent and other aspects must also pass. Therefore, everyone present, those with ordinary attributes, eat and drink well. Those with rare attributes, please stand to the side." Suddenly, the scene was divided into two groups. One side was 80% of the people. They were all ordinary gold, wood, water, fire, and earth attributes. Other than these 5 attributes, the rest were all rare attributes. Lin Xian and the other 2 didn't want to do anything, so they all entered the ranks of ordinary martial artists. The others were very surprised. Ling Ying and Han Chusha were quite famous. Even in Jinghua City, some people knew about them and some people recognized them. They also knew that the 2 girls had rare attributes, but they were still standing there. However, when they saw that this Lin Xian was also in the ordinary attribute group, they all revealed a disdainful smile. So it was just an ordinary attribute. However, there were people who knew Lin Xian. For example, Chao Anyu. At first he wasn't sure, but later he was sure. Then he came up with a plan. Aren't you awesome? Don't you have many beautiful girls around you? Chapter 533. Everyone looked in the direction that Chao Anyu was pointing at. Damn! It's actually him. The idiot who has a relationship with the 3 beauties here. Damn it. I already knew that he wasn't a good person. He actually brought such beautiful female companions to attend a banquet, and there were so many of them. *CK. That's right. How dare he be disrespectful to Senior Huang? Throw him out. Lin Xian touched his nose awkwardly when he saw everyone looking at him. Chao Anyu sneered in his heart. This was exactly the effect he wanted. Huang Chong's eyes narrowed. Chao Anyu was right. Wasn't this not giving him face? Everyone who came knew the purpose of this banquet. It was to welcome him and find a disciple. Therefore, everyone was definitely here for him. However, there was actually a junior with a rare attribute who hid among the warriors with normal attributes. The meaning was obvious. If he didn't want to become his disciple, then what was he doing here? Therefore he was furious. Men, chase him out. Huang Chong said unhappily. Chao Anyu sneered. This time he had provoked a heavenly venerable expert, right? He was finished. Some people from the 3 major forces knew Lin Xian. When they heard Huang Chong say that he was going to chase him out, they didn't know what to do. They couldn't offend Huang Chong. They liked Lin Xian. After all, this kid had contributed a lot to Tianhua City. Senior Huang, this Lin Xian is a famous hero, so. An expert from the Sacred Palace said. Huang Chong snorted. What? Huang Chong showed an unhappy expression. No, it's just that. At this time Lin Xian walked out. I said. Lin Xian looked at Huang Chong. Senior Huang, I don't know why you want to chase me out. Shouldn't you be chased out for being rude to me? Huang Chong snorted. Ha ha ha. Lin Xian couldn't help but laugh. Everyone looked at him in shock. Then I would like to ask Senior Huang, how was I disrespectful to you? Some of the people from the 3 major powers were madly throwing glances at Lin Xian, but Lin Xian ignored them. Murong Qing smirked and looked at Lin Xian, waiting for a good show. Huang Chong frowned. What do you think? Lin Xian casually walked to the table at the side and took a sip of red wine. Then he said indifferently, Senior, what you mean is that I'm disrespectful to you because I'm standing in the normal attribute queue even though I'm a rare attribute. Chao Anyu said at this time. Isn't it? Everyone knows that this banquet is specially held for Senior Huang. All of us are here to become Senior Huang's disciple. Since you want to do this, why did you come? Aren't you disrespecting Senior Huang? Lin Xian smiled and said, Then may I ask, is there a rule that states that we must come to become Senior Huang's disciple? Then may I ask, all the seniors from the three major powers can't come? Compared to the seniors from the three major powers. What makes you think you're on equal footing with them? Sorry, why can't we be on equal footing? Lin Xian smirked. This sentence caused the people from the three major forces to be stunned. Qiao Anyu was stunned. Ha ha ha. Then there was a burst of laughter. Lin Xian, oh Lin Xian, do you really have no idea? They're all seniors from the three major powers. What about you? Are you? You're not, what makes you think you can say that? Qiao Anyu thought that Lin Xian was a character, but he didn't expect him to be such an idiot. He thought too highly of this Lin Xian. How do you know I'm not? Lin Xian said as he took out a badge. Seniors from the three major powers. This badge should be enough to prove something, right? This is the badge of the Deputy Commander of Tianhua City's Divine Palace. A senior from the Divine Palace looked at it and said in shock, What? Deputy Commander of Tianhua City? For a moment, everyone was stunned. Qiao Anyu was also stunned. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Qiao Anyu's eyes widened. He was so young and didn't have much strength. How could he be the deputy commander? This was only a nominal identity that Qin Feng had given Lin Xian back then. He didn't have much real power. So, I'm not here to become Senior Huang's disciple like you all. I'm here to accompany the three major powers. So what does it matter if I'm standing there? Lin Xian sneered. With just a status, he turned the tables on them. Although Huang Chong hated Lin Xian to the core, Lin Xian's words made sense. There were no less than 100 people from the three major powers present. They had thought that Lin Xian's age was enough to become Huang Chong's disciple, but they didn't expect that he was actually one of the three major powers. That's all a misunderstanding. An expert from the three major powers said with a smile. Qiao Anyu's face was extremely ugly. To him, women were no longer important. What was important was face. That's right, face. Lin Xian had slapped his face, so he had to get back at him in some way. Even if it wasn't for himself, he had slapped Huang Chong's face. Even if it wasn't for Huang Chong, he had to do something in order to not be remembered by this heavenly venerable. Is there anything else? The people from the three major powers looked at Qiao Anyu with ugly expressions. This kid didn't have any foresight at all. This matter was clearly going to be forgotten. Everyone should just treat it as if nothing had happened. What else did he want? At this time, Qiao Anyu pointed at Ling Ying and Han Chushue. Senior Huang, these two are also rare attributes, and they aren't standing in the group of rare attributes. Ling Ying, Han Chushue, Huang Chong had to find a way out. He had to intimidate these people with his prestige. He had to make an example out of them, or else his face would really be slapped. Huang Chong then looked at the two people. It seems like this sovereign isn't liked by many people. Huang Chong said coldly. Stupid old man, what arrogance. Ling Ying mumbled, and Han Chushue quickly pulled him back. At this time Lin Xian said, I brought the two of them here. They're my family, so I don't think they need to take sides, right? Your family? Lin Xian nodded. Yes, I brought my two girlfriends here to participate in the banquet. I'm from the Holy Sanctum, and they are my girlfriends. Since I brought my girlfriends here, they don't have to be here to become Senior Huang's disciples, right? Everyone. They're both your girlfriends. Who are you lying to? Chapter 534. Hearing Qiao Anyu's words, Lin Xian laughed. What? Can't I have two girlfriends? Can't I let my two girlfriends live in harmony? You can't do it. Most people can't do it. But I can't say that everyone can't do it. You don't believe me. Lin Xian opened his arms. Ling Ying immediately understood and went into Lin Xian's embrace. Han Chuxue hesitated for a moment and walked over shyly. Then Lin Xian hugged both of them. Everyone's eyes widened. This mother asterisk cur. Wasn't there Murong Qing before? No, it's fake. It's all an act. Humph. Lin Xian, do you think we will believe you? You're just finding an excuse for them. Chao Anyu sneered. Ha ha ha, why? Then how can you believe it? Let me broadcast it live for you. Are you stupid? Chao Anyu's face was extremely ugly. Idiot, you want me to explain it to you? It's up to you to believe it or not. After saying that, Lin Xian hugged the two beauties and walked to the side to eat the delicious food. The expressions on their faces were unsightly. So was Huang Chong. Although they knew in their hearts that they were acting and that the two beauties were definitely not his girlfriends, what could they say? Let them prove it. Broadcast it live for them to see. Whoever said it was an idiot. Although they were angry, they could only turn a blind eye to it. Huang Chong was defeated twice. His heart was filled with anger, but he couldn't do anything. Since when was he so helpless against a few juniors? If these people weren't here, he would have killed them. Ha ha ha, it's all a misunderstanding, a misunderstanding. Everyone continue. At this moment Lin Xian and the rest were filled with anger. F***ck. When have I ever been treated like this? Ling Ying stood there fuming. So what if he's a celestial venerable? He's so arrogant, but he still has to come for him. If I'm unhappy, I'll get my family to kill him. Lin Xian smiled helplessly and said, What can we do? In this current situation, he is the most important one. All the people from the three major forces have to take good care of him. If I didn't have this badge, we would have been driven out by now. F***ck. In any case, Ling Ying was extremely unhappy. Although she didn't have such arrogance, she couldn't let others ride on her head arrogantly. Where's your immortal sister? Ling Ying asked. Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders. You still want them to come and help us? He just thinks that he's the strongest. If he doesn't care about his reputation, we'll probably all be killed by him. Won't we have to get back at him? Then how about I help you get back at them? Murong Qing walked over with a smile. Lin Xian looked at her. Elder sister, please behave yourself and don't cause any more trouble, okay? Hee. Murong Qing smiled and then said, To be honest, this banquet is really boring. You guys have to suffer here. And you were brought here by me. To be honest, I'm partly responsible. Lin Xian looked at her with a smirk. Oh. Then how do you plan to get back at them? Murong Qing smiled faintly. Don't forget whose territory this is. Lin Xian. The rest of the story went on as usual. Huang Chong used his own methods to identify these martial artists and see if they were suitable to be his disciple. Lin Xian and the rest sat on the sofa, eating and chatting. To be honest, the others were very envious. After all, he had just said that the two girls were his girlfriends. So Lin Xian was very comfortable. He was fed by Ling Ying and Han Chuxue, rubbed his legs and patted his back. It was simply too satisfying. How is it? Is it satisfying? You even hugged the two of us. Ling Ying asked. Ha ha ha, not bad, not bad. Lin Xian said happily. Not bad. Shouldn't it be very good? That's very good. But, Ling Ying looked at the scene where Murong Qing had disappeared and asked, Where did elder sister Murong go? Why did she say that this is her territory? Could it be that she's a high-ranking official in the capital? That's not right. She said that she's from Tiandu. Lin Xian, how do you think she can help us? Lin Xian smiled and said, Don't worry. She says she can, then she can. After all, Lin Xian knew Murong Qing's identity. To be honest, if she couldn't do it, then no one else could. The celestial venerable realm was very honorable, especially when he came to the border. Therefore, the three major forces had to give him some face. However, that didn't mean that he could be lawless and do whatever he wanted. Those members of the three major forces who didn't have much power and strength could only endure it. However, Murongqing was different. In Hua Nation, there weren't many people who could compare to her status. Hey, I've never seen you trust me so much. How can it be that other women can do it? Can do it too. I can call dozens of celestial venerable realm experts to kill him. Ling Ying said unhappily. Good. Lord Ling Ying is right. Han Chushua said. Ling Ying wasn't joking. Just the Ling family alone has dozens of celestial venerable realm experts. Lin Xian. F***ck. What kind of existence were the 8 major families in Tiandu? A family with dozens of celestial venerable realm experts. No wonder Ling Ying's father didn't like him. TSK. Not to mention the celestial venerable realm. Even if Lin Xian reached the celestial venerable realm, Ling Ying's father might not even like him. No, there's no need for that. Please don't be angry, miss. Who the F***ck could stand this? No matter who you wanted to provoke, you shouldn't provoke the daughter of a rich family. She could call dozens of people over with a casual phone call. These people were not small fries, but celestial venerable realm experts. This F***king. I don't care. I, Ling Ying, have never been put on airs by anyone in my life. They even want to throw me out. The more he thought about it, the more unhappy Ling Ying became. Then he took out his phone. Other than this old man, Lin Xian had made her unhappy and wronged before. However, Lin Xian was special. Lin Xian made her unhappy. That was another kind of emotion. Miss, don't. Lin Xian hurriedly stopped her. Although Lin Xian was also unhappy, Ling Ying's actions would cause too much of a commotion. If I don't beat this person black and blue, I won't be happy. Then leave it to me. You. Lin Xian. Hey, I'm your man. Can't you have a little bit of confidence in your man? Hearing Lin Xian's words, Ling Ying was shocked. What nonsense are you talking about? Then she quickly and secretly gave Lin Xian a look, hinting at Han Chushue. Chapter 535. Lin Xian reacted and added, What I mean is, I'm your man now. After all, in the eyes of these people, both of you are my girlfriends. Ling Ying heaved a sigh of relief. Lin Xian almost exposed him. Han Chushue didn't think much of it. She didn't know that your man had a deeper meaning. Then what are you going to do? Ling Ying asked. You know how to get people, so do I. Wait. Lin Xian walked away and made a phone call. Hey, little you, what are you doing? Watching TV. Ling Longyue was nestled on the sofa. Beside her were all kinds of snacks, potato chips, jelly, happy drink, candy. She couldn't be more comfortable. Don't watch TV. Come out. I'll bring you to eat good food. Lin Xian said in a very tempting manner. Ling Longyue's big eyes suddenly lit up and then lost interest. Forget it, I have a lot of good food here too. Lin Xian then said. Let me see what I have here. A 3-meter-long lobster. There's also a chicken leg that's bigger than a person's leg. There's also blue, yellow, white, red and other colorful cakes. When you bite into them, you'll be able to taste delicious butter and jam. Ling Longyue's big eyes shone brighter and brighter. Where is it? Ling Longyue realized that she said something wrong and quickly added. I just want to let you know that it's not as good as you said. Lin Xian smiled and nodded. Okay. I'll send you the location. On the other side, the banquet was still in full swing. However, from time to time, there would be so many people looking at Lin Xian and the rest with envy. Although they knew that they had offended a sky venerable, seeing this person hugging girls left and right made them feel F***king uncomfortable. Huang Chong also looked over from time to time with a vicious gaze. He actually made him lose face. Although no one said it out loud, everyone knew in their hearts that perhaps after today, this matter would spread. He really wanted to kill Lin Xian, but he couldn't for the time being. After all, they had just had a conflict. If Lin Xian were to die, then there would definitely be people who would suspect him. Although there was no evidence, he didn't want to be suspected. But there was no rush. Just a few days later would do. At this moment, a group of people pushed open the door and rushed in. It could be seen that this group of people seemed to be the staff of Rose Heaven. Everyone, Rose Paradise has something to do today, so we'll be closing soon, so your banquet has to be terminated. We'll return the venue fee to you at the original price, and we'll also compensate you with an equivalent venue fee as compensation for interrupting your banquet. The lobby manager of Rose Heaven immediately cut off the music and said to the crowd. With this, everyone was unhappy. Reverend Huang had yet to choose a disciple, and many of them had yet to accept the trial. How could it be interrupted like this? Do you know who we're holding this banquet for? This is Senior Huang, a dignified Empyrean realm expert. Think carefully. How can you interrupt Reverend Huang's banquet? Compensation. Is that enough compensation? Chaoan Yu licked crazily. The lobby manager sneered and said, I don't care if you're Reverend Huang or Reverend Hong. Not to mention an Empyrean realm expert. Even if you're a great Empyrean realm expert, you have to leave today. This is the order of our Rose Heaven's boss. Why did this lobby manager dare to be so arrogant? Because he had the confidence. How dare you? When Huang Chong heard the lobby manager's words, he flew into a rage. He was a dignified Empyrean realm expert, yet he was being looked down upon in such a small place. Although the lobby manager was afraid, he thought of something and mustered his courage to say, Senior, you came from Tiandu, so you should know who's behind Rose Heaven. That's right, today's order was personally given by her. Huang Chong clenched his fists tightly. Should he make a move? If he didn't make a move, he, a dignified Empyrean realm expert, would become a joke. If he made a move, he might be reduced to a pile of dirt. Because he was very clear about the person behind Rose Heaven. She might not be very powerful, but her influence, her authority, even in Tiandu, was monstrous. To tell the truth, he could regain his face now, but the price was death. What choice could he make? When Lin Xian saw this scene, he also understood Murong Qing's intentions. She wanted to chase these people away. Even an Empyrean realm expert was being looked down upon. Wasn't it uncomfortable? However, Lin Xian didn't want to chase him away just like that. Ling Longyue hadn't arrived yet. At this moment, Lin Xian walked over and said, Oh, you're chasing people away. When the lobby manager saw Lin Xian, he bowed and said, Young Master Lin. Lin Xian. What the hell? It seemed like Murong Qing had instructed him to do so. Everyone's eyes widened. This lobby manager had a backer and confidence. He didn't even put an Empyrean realm in his eyes. Even when he chased him away, he didn't have a good tone. Why was he so respectful when he saw this puny Lin Xian? Since Murong Qing gave him face, Lin Xian wanted this face. Give me some face and let the banquet continue. After all, Supremacy Huang came here tirelessly. We can't neglect him. Then the lobby manager nodded and said, In that case, since young Master Lin said so, I'll go and report it. Everyone was even more shocked, and their eyes widened. I'll go. This Lin Xian knows Rose Heaven's CEO. I remember that Rose Heaven's CEO is run by a very powerful person in Tiandu, right? Ling Ying's mouth was slightly agape as he said in surprise. Han Chushua nodded and said, I'm not sure who exactly it is, but from the looks of it, it seems so. He's well hidden. He actually knows such a big shot. Interesting. Ling Ying was curious. Then those people left. Some of the people from the three major powers seemed to understand something. They were also very surprised. Murong Qing and Lin Xian's relationship was so good now. Lin Xian then smiled and looked at Huang Chong, whose expression was extremely ugly, and said, Supremacy Huang, please continue. Treat it as my apology. Huang Chong secretly clenched his fists. Although it seemed like Lin Xian had helped resolve the awkwardness and allowed the banquet to continue, it was actually a slap to his face. What kind of status did Huang Chang have? He was a famous powerhouse in the heavenly venerable realm. But in a small hotel, his face was not even comparable to the face of a brat. This slap to the face was even fiercer than directly cancelling the banquet. Humph! Huang Chang gritted his teeth and snorted coldly. This time Lin Xian had even more discussion. What was going on? Who was the boss behind Rose Heaven? Why did that heavenly venerable Huang Chang not dare to make a move and instead respect Lin Xian so much? What was going on? Heavens! Chapter 536. The banquet continued as usual, but Huang Chang's expression did not look too good. If he attacked Lin Xian out of anger, that would not do. If he gave Lin Xian a cold shoulder, that would not do either. Others would say that he left in a fit of anger. That would not do either. But he remembered. A small piece of trash dared to provoke him. A heavenly venerable. That was courting death. In his heart, Lin Xian had already been given a death sentence. As for Lin Xian, Ling Ying and Han Chushue stuck to him the entire time. They helped him massage his back and fed him. It was very uncomfortable. Those who were watching were envious. Everyone was puzzled. What was Lin Xian's identity? He actually knew the boss of Rose Heaven. They could not afford to offend him. However, those present did not understand what kind of existence the boss of Rose Heaven was. They only knew that if even Huang Chang, a heavenly venerable, had to give her face, she must be a very strong existence. Therefore, they did not dare to provoke Lin Xian for the time being. As for Qiao Anyu, who had provoked Lin Xian, he was in a panic. This Lin Xian, it seemed like he could not afford to offend him. How was that possible? At this time, Murong Qing indifferently pushed open the door and walked in as if nothing had happened. Then she smiled and walked to Lin Xian's side and sat on the sofa. How was it? Did I give you face? Murong Qing smiled tenderly. Lin Xian coughed dryly and said, Cough, cough. It's all right. It's quite a face. Then you owe me a favor. Lin Xian, damn. Who was the one who said that she was responsible for everything? How did it become me owing you a favor? Lin Xian said unhappily. Then forget it. Murong Qing picked up a glass of red wine and said, However, he's a heavenly venerable. Any heavenly venerable has the dignity of a powerhouse. Your actions have trampled on his dignity, so you're in danger. If he's kinder, he might just want to teach you a lesson, but I think it's more likely that he wants to kill you. You already knew that he would kill me, yet you still helped me provoke him. Aren't you pushing me into the fire pit? Lin Xian rolled his eyes at Murong Qing. Kikik. Murong Qing couldn't help but laugh. So, if you want to seek protection and survive, you can look for me. Big sister can protect you. Lin Xian. This woman, it turned out that she had planned this all along. The so-called helping him was only the first part of the plan. She didn't care about owing him a favor. Her real goal was the second part. The pursuit of an Empyrean was not something he could withstand, so she thought that Lin Xian would definitely seek her protection. In this way, Lin Xian still owed her a favor. Damn. It was a trap. It was all **king trap. When a woman becomes scary, she is really scary. I'm sorry, there's no need for that. Thank you. Lin Xian laughed. Murong Qing frowned slightly. I'm not joking. You're really not worried. Someone will die. Murong Qing only felt that Lin Xian didn't believe her words. To be honest, even if Lin Xian didn't agree and said there was no need, she would still secretly protect Lin Xian. She couldn't let Lin Xian die, and if he really died, it would be related to her. She, Murong Qing, had killed many people, but in her eyes, they were all people who deserved to be killed. She also had her principles. If she caused his death, she would naturally feel guilty in her heart. No need. Lin Xian said. Han Chushue and Ling Ying knew that Lin Xian would definitely not use it. The powerhouse beside him was very abnormal, and it was the most abnormal space attribute. Hey, I'm serious, Murong Qing said. I'm serious too. Lin Xian laughed. Murong Qing then stood up angrily and glared at Lin Xian before walking away. Really? It was a thankless task. Then she would like to see how this Lin Xian would react when he was in danger. At this time Lin Xian's phone rang. Hey, I'm here. Where are you? Ling Longyue's voice came through. Wait for me at the hotel entrance. I'll come and pick you up. 3 minutes later, the door opened and Lin Xian walked in with Ling Longyue. Ling Ying and Han Chushu looked at each other. So that's it. So this Lin Xian's method was Ling Longyue. Yes, this Huang Chong might be a famous powerhouse, but Ling Longyue was also a heavenly venerable. According to Lin Xian, she was considered to have 1 foot in the absolute realm. She was at least a high-level heavenly venerable. Moreover, she had the space attribute. Under the same realm, she could rely on her space attribute to crush her opponents. Now, Ling Longyue's space attribute had been upgraded to the void realm. That was something that no one could stop. Ling Longyue had a proud look on her face. When she got into the elevator, she insisted that she was only here to take a look. Then, when the door opened, her beautiful eyes were filled with stars. Not only were there many types of delicious food, the most important thing was that they looked so beautiful and exquisite. This was what it meant to be delicious. Then, Ling Longyue looked down at the bag of chips in her hand and threw it into the trash can at the door. Then she ran over. The sudden appearance of a little Lolita, who was brought by Lin Xian, attracted everyone's attention. Damn! What a beautiful little Lolita! This is the most beautiful little Lolita I've ever seen in my life. What should I do? Want to commit a crime? What should I do? Waiting online, it's urgent. This is Lin Xian's daughter. Pui, impossible. Hey, slow down. The girl in front of him was still extremely arrogant. The moment she threw the chips into the trash can, she ran towards the delicious food. Lin Xian couldn't stop her from running. Lin Xian then rubbed his forehead and couldn't help but chuckle. What an adorable little girl. Delicious, delicious. Ling Longyue grabbed the chips and stuffed them into her mouth. She could have cake, seafood, and candy in her mouth. Lin Xian walked over and patted her on the shoulder. Ling Longyue turned to look at Lin Xian and suddenly realized that she seemed to have lost her composure. Gulp! She forcefully swallowed the delicious food and said, I just wanted to taste all the food quickly, that's why I ate so quickly. And that's it. Lin Xian could not help but laugh in his heart. Too cute. Okay, I believe you. But can you slow down? Wipe your hands and eat slowly. Can't you see that there are so many people looking at you? Lin Xian laughed. Oh, okay. Ling Longyue had eaten a lot of delicious food. However, the best she had eaten was probably the food in the Western restaurant. But for a super foodie, this kind of space was filled with delicious food and drinks. This was the best. Chapter 537. Perhaps if one wasn't a foodie, they wouldn't understand the heart of a foodie. Originally, Ling Longyue wasn't a foodie. But ever since she came to the human world, she changed. Perhaps she didn't change. Perhaps she was originally a foodie but it wasn't obvious. But after coming to the human world, the first time she tried all kinds of human food, she fell. Every day if she wasn't eating, she would be on the road looking for good food. This is delicious. Ling Longyue held an exquisite sushi in her hand. Then, as if she had discovered a new world, she turned to Lin Xian and shared it with him. If it's delicious, then eat more. I asked you to come here to let you try the good food. If it wasn't delicious, then I wouldn't have asked you to come. I know you like to eat good food. I'm fine with it. Lin Xian said with a smile. Ding. Deceiving big sister, Prince Charming points plus 10,000. Lin Xian heard the system notification and touched his nose awkwardly. Actually, it wasn't really deceiving. He just wanted Ling Longyue to help him and bring her to eat good food. Lin Xian comforted himself. Ding. Ling Longyue's favorability towards you +5. This time, her favorability rose to 25. It's okay. Ling Longyue said stubbornly. Actually, she was quite touched. She didn't expect this bad guy to still remember her. That's why people say that little Lolas are easy to deceive. Look, Lin Xian brought her here to eat some good food. Moreover, he didn't have pure intentions and wanted her to help him. She believed him and her favorability increased by 5. If she was a normal little Lolas, she would have committed a crime. Then you eat slowly. We'll go home together. I know. Go do your work. Ling Longyue's mind was on the food. Then she waved her hand and chased Lin Xian away. Actually, Lin Xian had many considerations for letting Ling Longyue come along. Firstly, she could teach that Huang Chong a lesson. Secondly, Lin Xian would be at ease with her escorting him back home. Thirdly, he could go with her to the demonic beast domain to investigate. Once she was full, she would probably be willing to come along. Lin Xian sat beside Ling Ying and the others. What do you want Ling Longyu to do? Ling Ying asked. Act according to the situation. We can't let her come here to eat and drink for nothing, right? Ling Ying smiled and stood up with Han Chushue. Your sister is here. Chushue and I will go play with Ling Longyue. Bye-bye. Then Ling Ying and Han Chushue walked away. Ling Longyue saved Ling Ying's life before, so Ling Ying's attitude towards her is different from before. Lin Xian looked at Murong Qing who was walking over and felt a headache coming on. What was this woman trying to do? Little hubby, have you really thought it through? You don't want me to help you. I don't need you to owe me a favor. Murong Qing sat beside Lin Xian. Her whole body was pressed against Lin Xian. Lin Xian glanced at Ling Ying and then looked away. Cough, cough. No need, no need. It's just a sky sovereign. I can beat him down with a finger. So sister, you don't need to worry. Hey, what realm are you in? Aren't you afraid? Lin Xian smiled and said, then why don't you try? Oh, aren't you good at attracting hatred? Go and attract hatred and make him attack me. Courting death. I won't do such a boring thing. Murong Qing glared at Lin Xian and then walked away. To be honest, she was a little unhappy. She really wanted to attract hatred. But after thinking about it, she decided not to. If she really angered Huang Chong, he would really attack Lin Xian. Huang Chong's gaze occasionally looked at Lin Xian. He also found his disciple, Chao Anyu. Chao Anyu was so excited that he couldn't express it with words. He actually found a sky sovereign as his master. He felt that he had really made a meteoric rise. Lin Xian stood up and walked over. Congratulations. Congratulations to Senior Huang for finding a disciple. Lin Xian said with a smile. Huang Chong glanced at Lin Xian. What are you trying to say? No. I just want to say that birds of a feather flock together. When the surrounding people heard Lin Xian's words, they were all dumbfounded. Does this Lin Xian want to die? He actually took the initiative to provoke this sky sovereign Huang Chong. Birds of a feather flocked together. They all knew what Lin Xian meant. Huang Chong's character and Chao Anyu's character were all known by those who didn't know. They were narrow-minded. In short, they weren't good people. They weren't open-minded at all. Lin Xian was saying that it was normal for two people like them to be together. Brat, you think you can be disrespectful to this old man just because you have the backing of Rose Paradise? Huang Chong's aura surged. Murong Qing secretly shook her head. This Lin Xian really didn't know life from death. Hey. Senior Huang, what do you mean? Am I being disrespectful to you? I said that birds of a feather flock together. Am I wrong? You are a famous powerhouse and a genius who has achieved the Tao. This young Master Chao is also a genius. You two geniuses are together. Am I wrong? Lin Xian said with a smile. Everyone really admired Lin Xian. Everyone knew in their hearts. Even Huang Chong and Chao Anyu knew that Lin Xian was ridiculing them. However, he was still able to find such a way to smooth things over. Lin Xian. Don't be so arrogant. My master is an Empyrean powerhouse, the strongest existence in this world. Don't think that we don't know what you mean just now. If my master wants to kill you, he doesn't even need to lift a finger. He just needs to release his aura and you will be reduced to ashes. Xiao Anyu pointed at Lin Xian and said angrily, "Oh, is that so? Then I really want to test how powerful the aura of an Empyrean powerhouse is. Moreover, I have to correct young Master Qiao. Although a bootlicker is indeed useful, a bootlicker will definitely die. A bootlicker won't live for long. Empyrean is strong, but it isn't the strongest existence in this world. Take me for example. Although I haven't reached the Empyrean realm and am still far from it, an Empyrean can easily kill me." Huang Chong clenched his fists. This brat was deliberately provoking him. However, he looked at the people around him. He was being looked down upon by this Lin Xian. If he didn't make a move and declare his sovereignty, then he would really become a laughingstock. Ignorant brat, this old man will teach you how to write the word education today. Huang Chong said angrily. Tisk, tiske tise. Lin Xian said. Sorry, I know how to write education, but it depends on the person. For some people I don't know how to write it, but for others I know how to write it. Senior Huang, in my eyes, which type do you belong to? This is infuriating. This is infuriating. Huang Chong was furious. His aura suddenly erupted. Senior Huang, you can't. A powerhouse ran over and was immediately repelled by the aura. This lord won't kill you. But since you look down on this lord today, this lord will let you feel the pressure of an Empyrean. Let's see if an ant like you can easily resist it. Chapter 538. On the scene, some people were happy while others were worried. Those who were happy were the passers-by. They were unhappy with Lin Xian. Not only did he have so many girls, he was also so arrogant. Wasn't he courting death? Finding trouble with a heavenly venerable was the same as courting death. Those who were worried were from the three major forces. They liked Lin Xian, especially Lin Xian who had saved so many people. But how should they put it? If Lin Xian didn't court death, he would be fine. A surge of aura surged in the entire space. The others even felt a suffocating pressure. This is the pressure of a heavenly venerable. It's too shocking. I feel that if he releases a little more of it, I'll be turned into dregs. This Lin Xian, he's courting death. Let's see what he's going to do now. Maybe Lin Xian will die here tonight. If he angers a heavenly venerable, he might not even care about the person behind Lin Xian. A surge of pressure rushed towards Lin Xian. At this moment, Murong Qing wanted to make a move, but she suddenly realized that Lin Xian's expression didn't change at all. What was going on? Then she stopped. At this moment, in front of the crowd, three beauties stood there. Ling Ying Han Chushue, and Ling Longyue who was holding a cake in one hand. Her mouth was moving non-stop. Her big eyes were looking forward, and her right hand was slightly retracted. Lin Xian felt the dangerous aura at first, but it was gone in an instant. An even stronger force blocked it for him. Lin Xian didn't make a wrong bet. If he brought this little girl to eat delicious food, he didn't need to tell her. Ling Longyue would save him. That was why Lin Xian dared to be so arrogant. What's wrong? Why are you all looking at me? Do you want to drink? Lin Xian's lips curled up as he leisurely poured himself a glass of wine. Everyone's eyes widened. They found it difficult to breathe due to the residual pressure. Lin Xian, on the other hand, was locked onto by Huang Chong's aura. The pressure he was enduring was much stronger than theirs. Logically speaking, he should have been instantly suppressed and vomited blood on the ground. However, he didn't seem to be affected at all. He was still leisurely drinking his wine. Why are you all looking at me like that? What happened? Lin Xian curled his lips and asked with a puzzled expression. Huang Chong looked as if he had seen a ghost. Then he clenched his teeth and his aura suddenly rose. Plop. Some of the weaker martial artists were forced to kneel on the ground by the residual pressure, their faces ugly. However, Lin Xian was still leisurely drinking his wine. Hey, you guys, what's wrong? Why is he kneeling? Get up. Is this feasible? Those people felt extremely uncomfortable. Even the martial artists who were standing were speechless. Only those in the mysterious heaven realm would fare better. How is that possible? Huang Chang's eyes widened. He was a heavenly venerable. No matter how strong this kid was, he was only in the mysterious heaven realm or the thunder tribulation realm, right? Even those in the law realm would be instantly killed under the pressure of his Empyrean realm. Moreover, the pressure he released at the beginning was only this much. Later on, he increased the pressure to be able to instantly kill those in the thunder tribulation realm. Otherwise, that small amount of pressure would not have been able to force them to their knees. Pressure that could kill those in the thunder tribulation realm. Yet he was so calm. Impossible. Huang Chang's aura was released again. This time, his aura was enough to suppress those in the law realm. However, Plop Lin Xian, on the other hand, was pointing at Huang Xiaolong with a panicked expression. Senior Huang, what's going on? The people behind you are vomiting blood. Huang Chang's face was filled with shock. Well, this wasn't right. Murong Qing was also shocked. This was absolutely impossible. There were only 3 possibilities. First, Lin Xian wasn't afraid of his aura. That meant that Lin Xian had to be in the heavenly venerable realm. This was impossible. Second, Huang Chang didn't release his aura on Lin Xian. Obviously, this was also impossible. The people around him were vomiting blood. Third, someone was helping Lin Xian resist the aura. However, if one wanted to do this, they had to be in the heavenly venerable realm at the very least. More importantly, they had to be much stronger than Huang Chang. Only then could they help resist the aura without batting an eyelid. This was possible. At the same time, Murong Qing recalled Lin Xian's words. He wasn't afraid. She didn't believe it at first, but now she understood why Lin Xian wasn't afraid. It was because he knew that he had the help of a heavenly venerable. Murong Qing's gaze searched the crowd. There was actually a heavenly venerable here. Wasn't this too low-key? However, after looking around, Murong Qing didn't find anyone who might be in the heavenly venerable realm. She first thought of those who were related to Lin Xian. Ling Ying. Han Chuxue. Impossible. That little lowly. This was even more impossible. She was a beautiful little foodie. From the beginning to the end, she had never seen this little girl's mouth. The food in her hand was never touched. Moreover, her mouth was eating very fast, as if she wanted to use the shortest time to finish the food that was more likely to be snatched. No. This was even more impossible. Murong Qing found it strange. Senior Huang, don't increase your aura anymore. At this time, a powerhouse from the 3 major factions hurriedly said. If he increased his aura any further, these children would all die. Only then did Huang Chang react. Then, he quickly retracted his aura. Everyone who was lying on the ground breathed a sigh of relief. Then they lay on the ground, their bodies soaked in sweat. Someone was helping. Huang Chang also reacted. However, after looking around a few times, he couldn't see who could possibly reach the heavenly venerable realm. At this moment, those people were even more shocked. Naturally, they didn't know as much as Murong Qing and Huang Chang. They only knew that so many people were vomiting blood from the pressure, but this Lin Xian was unscathed. He was still calmly eating and mocking Huang Chang. Although Huang Chang was unwilling, he had already made his move. It wouldn't be good to be so aggressive. Moreover, there seemed to be a heavenly venerable around. But, Senior Huang, didn't you say you were going to release your aura on me? Didn't you say you were going to teach me a lesson? But I finished this cup of wine and a piece of cake. Why don't you release your aura and let me try? Uft. Huang Chong was so angry that he almost vomited blood. Don't court death. I see that you're a junior, so I'll spare your life. Don't be so aggressive. If you really provoke me, I won't care about the so-called outsiders' opinions. I won't care about bullying the weak. I'll kill you. Huang Chong said angrily. Oh, so that's how it is. Then try killing me. The corner of Lin Xian's mouth curled up. If you're not going to do it, then I'm going to. After saying that, Lin Xian raised his hand and slapped across the air. Slap, they heard a loud sound, and then Huang Chong spun more than 1,000 degrees and flew out. Chapter 539. Everyone stared at this scene with their mouths agape. Some people even forgot to wipe the blood off their bodies. What did they just see? They only saw Lin Xian give a backhand slap across the air, and then that heavenly venerable Huang Chong actually flew out, accompanied by such a resounding slap. How was this possible? Lin Xian did it. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. If he could do this, his cultivation realm would crush sky venerables. Otherwise it was impossible. But Lin Xian's cultivation realm crushing sky venerables. Absolutely impossible. The corners of Murong Qing's mouth rose slightly, because at that moment she saw a figure slap at the same time. It was the little lowly with oily hands. Although she thought it was impossible. But it was the truth. It was not Lin Xian's slap that sent Huang Chong flying, but that little lowly. This little lowly was at least a sky venerable powerhouse. It was too inconceivable. Plop, Huang Chong's figure vomited blood and fell to the ground. From beginning to end, he was dumbfounded. What was going on? How could he be sent flying with a slap across the air? Everyone swallowed a mouthful of saliva. Ah, I'm sorry. I seem to have used too much strength. Senior Huang, are you all right? Lin Xian said with a face of worry. There was a very clear red palm print on Huang Chong's face. However, no one noticed the size of the palm print. If anyone had noticed, they would have noticed that the palm print was clearly from a small hand. It couldn't possibly be Lin Xian's hand. Huang Chong's face was filled with anger and embarrassment as he got up. Could not be Lin Xian. No matter how stupid he was. He knew that it could not be Lin Xian. Ooh, which senior is it? Please come out. Huang Chong's face was ugly, but he could feel that the person in the dark was very strong. At least stronger than him. No wonder this kid dared to be so arrogant. It turned out that there was a big shot behind him. Damn it. However, this hidden boss didn't even need to show up to send him flying. He knew that there was a huge gap between them. Hearing Huang Chong's words, many people finally reacted. So it wasn't Lin Xian who did it, but someone else behind him. But wasn't this too exaggerated? There was actually someone behind Lin Xian who could casually beat up Huang Chong. Huang Chong was indeed resentful towards Lin Xian, but now he did not dare to do so. He was afraid that if he went looking for trouble, he would be killed by the person behind it. No one responded. The surroundings were very quiet, so quiet that only the sound of Ling Longyue's small mouth eating quickly caused many people to look at him. Senior Huang, how could there be any experts? Lin Xian said with a smile. Huang Chong's expression was extremely ugly, but he didn't dare to say anything more. It was the same for Chao Anyu. I've eaten my fill. Everyone please continue. We'll take our leave first. After Lin Xian finished speaking, the corners of his mouth curled up. Then, he hugged Ling Ying and Han Chushua's slender legs and swaggered towards the door. When Ling Longyue saw this scene, the cake in her hand was crushed. *CK. You want to chase after my sister like this? Go to hell. When the time comes, I'll tell my sister what a bastard this Lin Xian is. Wait a moment. Ling Longyue said and rushed towards the delicious food. Then, with a wave of her hand, all the delicious food was sent into her spatial spirit tool. Yahahaha, I've struck it rich. Then Ling Longyue ran out happily. Lin Xian's mouth twitched. This little girl is too cute. She belongs to the type that you would find uncute in the beginning. Moreover, she is arrogant and dangerous to the point that she might kill you. However, once your relationship with her reaches a certain level, you will be able to see the cuter side of Ling Longyue. Just like now. The four of them walked out one after another. Can you let go now? Ling Ying said coldly. This fellow was so used to hugging them that he hugged both of them back out of habit. *CK. Lin Xian then quickly let go of his hand. He was a little reluctant. Ling Longyue followed them the entire time and ate the delicious food. I really don't know if her stomach is a bottomless pit. The kind that pretends to be unhappy. Where do we go to play now? Ling Longyue asked expectantly. Do you want to go to the beast domain to play? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Ling Longyue blinked her big eyes. What's so fun about the beast domain? How can it be more fun than the city? Then you don't understand. If I say there's a fun place, then there is. You don't believe me. If I say there's good food here, is there a lot of good food? Oh. Ling Longyue tilted her head and thought for a while before nodding. No, you tricked me into coming here to be your hired thug. Cough cough. Lin Xian coughed dryly. I didn't lie to you. There's really a lot of good food here. Did I lie to you? That's true. Ling Longyue nodded her head. Why are you going to the beast domain? I'm going to. Ling Ying quickly said. You should go home and rest. It's not suitable for you to go to the beast domain when your aunt is here. Lin Xian said. Ling Ying. This Lin Xian could still remember the date of her aunt. He's quite considerate. But it's true. It's best not to go to the beast domain when your aunt is here. Humans might not be able to feel it, but the beast's ability to sense blood is too strong. It's especially dangerous to go out in this situation. It's especially easy to attract a lot of beasts. Alright, then you have to be careful. Ling Ying was assured to let Lin Xian go because Ling Longyue was accompanying him. If not, she would definitely be worried. Although Lin Xian's cultivation realm is higher than hers, she would still be worried. Moreover, didn't Lin Xian just say that the beast domain might be dangerous? Then we'll go home. You guys go ahead. Han Chushu looked at Lin Xian and said, No rush. I'll send you guys back to Tianhua City first. Before that, I still have something to do. At this time, Murong Qing ran out from inside. Why are you leaving? Me send you home. Murong Qing smiled and said to Lin Xian, There's no need for that. My 2 concubines are here. They'll send me home. Ling Ying, Han Chushue. To be honest, Murong Qing was really shocked. She knew the identity of Ling Ying and Han Chushue. However, Lin Xian could actually hug them. Although she felt that it was more of an act, their relationship must be very good for them to agree. She knew how many people in Tiandu were chasing after them. Alright, then I'll go back too. Let's go together. To you. Murong Qing looked at Ling Longyue. To be honest, she was very shocked. Such a young girl was actually in the Sky Venerable Realm. How did she do it? Using the power of her family to force her to level up? This was the only explanation. But even so, she couldn't possibly crush Huang Chong. Chapter 540. Huang Chong was a famous celestial venerable. In terms of combat power, there weren't many celestial venerables in the same realm as him. However, this little girl was able to beat him up. Either her realm was much higher than his, or her own strength was very strong. But if the family brought her out to grind and forcefully gave her experience, it would be difficult to do so. The celestial venerable realm wasn't something that could be achieved simply by killing some monsters. One had to fight against domain realm and celestial venerable beasts. These beasts were too strong, especially celestial venerable beasts. If they didn't want to die and wanted to escape, it was almost impossible to stop them. Although she wanted to ask, Murong Qing knew that it wasn't polite to ask, so she held back. In the past, she only thought that this Lin Xian was a little special, but now she didn't think so. Not only was he special, She had never seen such a mysterious young man. Those so-called geniuses in Tiandu might be stronger than him, but compared to him in some aspects, they couldn't be compared at all. At first, Murongqing didn't know. She only found out about the incident at Tianhua Academy today. A woman in white had beaten up a celestial venerable from the evil fiend shrine. At first, she thought that the woman in white was this little lowly, but after thinking about it, she realized that wasn't the case. From the video she saw, the woman in white was tall and wasn't a little lowly. And she was also related to Lin Xian because she was protecting Lin Xian. She suddenly remembered what Lin Xian had said before. He wanted to create his own force. At first, Murongqing didn't think that he would succeed, but now she felt that there was a chance. This Lin Xian was very mysterious, and he even had several experts protecting him. With these experts, and if he could successfully develop a medicine and monopolize it, he had a high chance of success. It was just that he could reach a certain scale. "I'll go get the car," Murongqing said and walked away. Lin Xian then said to Ling Longyue, "Little you, do me a favor. When the time comes, I'll bring you to more delicious places to eat things you haven't eaten before." "Is there anything I haven't eaten before?" Ling Longyue's big eyes twinkled. "Course." Lin Xian smiled and said, "The delicacies you've eaten in this world are just like the places you've been to. They're just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more. For example, there's something called stinky tofu. Smells stinky, so you definitely won't like it. But if it's authentic, you'll still want to eat it even if your mouth stinks. Teske, I only like to eat food that looks appetizing." Although Ling Longyu said so, she was actually looking forward to it. What kind of thing could smell so bad but taste so good? Was there really such a thing? Lin Xian smiled and said, "You'll know when I take you there. Now do me a favor. You want me to help you beat up that old man, right?" Ling Longyue said. Sometimes this girl's IQ wasn't online, but sometimes she was very smart. Lin Xian nodded. "And there's no need to kill him. After all, he's also an important fighting force for us humans. He has to protect the human race. Just beat him until he's afraid, so that he won't dare to do anything to me." "No problem." Snap. Then, Ling Longyue snapped her fingers and Huang Chong's figure appeared in front of them. Huang Chong was dumbfounded. "Lin Xian, what are you doing?" Huang Chong actually panicked. "Nap." Ling Longyue snapped her fingers again and the two of them disappeared in front of them. "Aren't you afraid that he'll get angry and attack you?" Ling Ying asked. Lin Xian smiled and said, "Although this Huang Chong's character isn't that great, and he probably does want to kill me, he should be a coward. Otherwise, he would still be able to endure my humiliation. As long as I beat him until he's completely scared, he won't do anything to me." About 10 seconds later, a figure fell from the sky. Huang Chong was beaten up by Ling Longyue. He got up from the ground and suddenly saw Ling Longyue in front of him. His body trembled. "Hey, Senior, I was wrong. I was really wrong. Bear me. Bear me." Ling Longyue clapped her hands. "Done. Back up." Murongqing drove her car over and saw this scene. "What the hell? Isn't this the Sky Sovereign Huang Chong? How did he end up like this? So miserable." "Senior Huang, I'm not as strong as you. But there's one thing I want to tell you. I have a lot of powerful people around me. Today I won't kill you. You should be able to feel that if she wants to kill you, you won't have any chance to fight back. This matter is over. If I find out that you have any ulterior motives, no matter where you are, you will appear in front of me and die without a burial place." Lin Xian looked at Huang Chong and threatened. No. No. Huang Chong's eyes were filled with fear. Lin Xian was right. That little lowly could kill him with a raise of her hand. He didn't dare to do it again. Although he was angry, he really didn't dare to do it again. Because he really did appear in front of them in the middle of the banquet. He was really afraid that even if he went into hiding, he would appear in front of them again and kill him. "Good. Little you, send him back." Then Huang Chong disappeared. In the banquet, Everyone was still wondering where Huang Chong went. Not long after, a figure landed in the middle of the banquet. *CK. Who are you? Is this a place where a beggar like you can come? Chase him away. Wait. This pighead, he is Senior Huang. What? Everyone was dumbfounded. Huang Chong didn't want to do anything now. He just wanted to go to a hotel and get a good night's sleep or cry. He was an Empyrean, an incomparably noble Empyrean, but he was reduced to such a state. Master, is it that Lin Xian? Do you want me to help you kill him? Xiao Anyu hurried over to help Huang Chong up and said like a dog, kill him. His master couldn't even kill a Empyrean, let alone him. He was just saying it to show his loyalty. Slap, Xiao Anyu was sent flying by Huang Chong's slap. *CK your mother. He didn't want to die. Xiao Anyu crawled up from the ground, completely dumbfounded. What happened to him? Did he say something wrong? Why did Huang Chong hit him? That's why people say that a dog must die. A dog may feel good for a while, but if it keeps on, it will still die. A dog still doesn't have a good ending. Lin Xian also knows how to play, but his skills are even better. It's not something Xiao Anyu can compare to. Chapter 541. On the other side, they were already on their way back. After sending Ling Ying and Han Chushua safely to Tianhua City, Lin Xian drove Han Chushua's car and prepared to bring Ling Longyue to the Beast Domain. You're going to the Beast Domain? Murong Qing looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian nodded. Yes, I have something to do. I'm going too. Big sister, where are you going? Why are you calling me big sister? How many times have I said it? Call me big sister. Okay, big sister. Murong Qing smiled and said, although it's getting late, I'm not sleepy. The main thing is that I don't have you and it's very boring. Let's go to the Beast Domain. Murong Qing wanted to see what was so special about this Lin Xian and that little girl. She was very curious, very curious. Sorry, we're going to do something serious. We can't bring you. Thank you. Something serious. Didn't you say that you're going to bring me to the Beast Domain to play? Ling Longyue quickly asked. Lin Xian coughed dryly before nodding his head repeatedly. That's right. Taking you out to play is a proper business. Isn't this proper business? Your matter is serious matter. That's more like it. Ling Longyue mumbled. Ling Longyue's favorability towards you +1. Sure enough, children need to be coaxed. Coaxing her to give her good food. Coaxing her to bring her out to play. Only then can her favorability increase. Wasn't Miao Xiao Miao the same? Okay, since you don't want to bring me, then forget it. Have fun, I'm going. Then Murong Qing got into the car, stepped on the accelerator and sped into Tianhua City. Since Lin Xian didn't want to bring her along, she naturally wouldn't force it. Instead, it would cause others to dislike her. Let's go. Lin Xian said to Ling Longyue. Where are we going? I can bring you there directly. There's no need to drive. It's troublesome. Lin Xian awkwardly touched the tip of his nose. Thinking about it, this Ling Longyue has the space attribute. That would be much faster than driving a car. However, Lin Xian didn't know where he was going. The space attribute would skip halfway. Lin Xian wanted Ling Longyue to follow him so that they could investigate the situation in the demonic beast domain. He didn't dare to go out alone. In the past he dared to, but now he really didn't dare to. However, with Ling Longyue following him, it was different. Ling Longyue was only in the Empyrean realm, but she was stronger than the Empyrean realm. Her void attribute was invincible. Even if they encountered a great void stage expert, with Ling Longyue's space attribute, she should be able to escape from a great void stage expert. Otherwise, if he couldn't escape after mastering the void dimension, then the void dimension would be too weak. It's fine. Let's go for a ride. Oh! Ling Longyue then sat in the front passenger seat, and Lin Xian drove out of Tianhua City. Lin Xian, where are you bringing me to play? Ling Longyue asked again. To the demonic beast domain. Lin Xian said with a guilty conscience. Because he didn't plan to bring Ling Longyue to play. He also didn't know where the demonic beast domain was. He only knew that the demonic beast domain was dangerous. Fun. That was courting death. Where is the demonic beast domain? Cough cough. Lin Xian coughed dryly. It's here. Ah. Ling Longyue blinked her big eyes and looked out of the window. Her hair was fluttering in the wind. It's dark here. The surroundings are pitch black. What's so fun about it? It's only fun when it's pitch black. Lin Xian smirked. You lied to me. Ling Longyue pointed at Lin Xian and said angrily. Then, she took out 2 pieces of cake that she stole from the banquet and angrily bit into it. It was as if that was Lin Xian and she was eating Lin Xian. Lin Xian smiled and said, I'm just taking you for a drive. Don't you think that it's quite interesting to drive the car and enjoy the night breeze while we're chatting and you're eating delicious food? I don't think so. Why don't I release my spatial energy and send you to wherever you go? That's so fast. You're too impulsive. What's important is not the destination, but the scenery along the way. Is that so? For example, in the path of cultivation, the most important thing is not the higher realm, but the process of increasing your realm. Isn't that so? Lin Xian asked. Hypocrite. Ling Longyue snorted. Who would want to increase their realm through the so-called process? Of course they would want it to be fast. What if in the process she was stuck for 10 years or 100 years? Would the scenery still be beautiful? Ling Longyue did not like it. When she advanced to the heavenly venerable realm, she was stuck for 50 years at the final realm. 50 years she was about to break down. Cough cough. Lin Xian also coughed dryly. It was a little hypocritical. After all, everyone wanted to increase their realm as soon as possible. Lin Xian was the same. The so-called scenery along the way was all nonsense. All right, I just want you to follow me and protect me. I knew it. Ling Longyue swallowed the elixir and clapped her hands. Then why did you come out with me? Lin Xian smirked. Ling Longyue blushed. Before this, she really believed that Lin Xian brought her out to have fun. Humph, that's me giving you face. Don't you dislike giving me face? Don't you hate me the most? Why are you giving me face without saying anything now? Lin Xian laughed. That's because you helped my sister and me. We void fox are not ungrateful people. Although I have already repaid you, you are still considered a humble friend. I helped you because you are pitiful. Come on. Lin Xian laughed. You did it because of the delicious food. Lin Xian's words hit the nail on the head. Ling Longyue blushed. It was true. She was thinking of all kinds of delicious food. She thought that if she helped Lin Xian a little, Lin Xian would definitely repay her by bringing her to eat all kinds of delicious food. After all, she helped him. That was why she came. Of course, being cheated in the beginning was also one of the reasons. Humph. Do you believe that I will leave now? Let you stay here alone? I was wrong. Lin Xian laughed. That's more like it. Ling Longyue then took out a pile of sushi and started eating happily. Then what are you doing here? Ling Longyue mumbled as she ate the delicious food. It seems that the Myriad Demon Alliance is gathering an army to attack Tianhua City. I want to come out and check it out. Che, how would you know if the Myriad Demon Alliance is attacking Tianhua City? Even I don't know. Ling Longyue snorted. There is an expert guiding me. Lin Xian laughed. Stop bragging. Unless it is someone from the Myriad Demon Alliance, it is impossible. Chapter 542. Unless it is the upper echelon of the Myriad Demon Alliance, it is impossible to get such information. Is Xue Qilin from the Myriad Demon Alliance? No, that's impossible. Lin Xian doesn't believe it. She's so cute, she must be kind-hearted. That might not be the case. After all, there are all sorts of strange things in this world. For example, the senior sister went to look for is proficient in the heavens divination technique. She would be able to divine it out as well. Other than that, I can't think of any other possibilities. Ling Longyue replied. Are you sure? Oh. Ling Longyue swallowed the sushi in one bite and then muttered, Not necessarily. I miss your sister a little. Your sister must know more than you. Lin Xian said. Bullshit. Lin Xian. Girls should be virtuous. How can you swear? Humph. Ling Longyue then said, unconvinced. My sister isn't much better than me. She just lived a few more years than me. But I have to admit that she has experienced more than you over the years. Ling Longyue pouted. Although she doesn't want to admit it, but it does seem to be the case. Lin Xian then said, I brought you out this time because I want you to help me find out if there are any monsters gathering nearby. Didn't I see it last time? Except for some in that city, there aren't any. Ling Longyue stretched and said, Let's make sure. Then tell me, who told you this? Ling Longyue asked curiously. Fue Qilin. Uft. Ling Longyue couldn't help laughing. Shue Qilin my ass. What? You don't believe me? Lin Xian said with a smile. Before, I didn't know about the existence of Shue Qilin. Later I learned that Shue Qilin is a great monarch of our monster race. Even my big sister has to be respectful when meeting Shue Qilin. You're telling me that Shue Qilin told you? You're just boasting. Ling Longyue said in disbelief. But it really is Shue Qilin. Although Lin Xian is surprised by Shue Qilin's strength, but it is definitely Shue Qilin. Alright, I believe you, alright. Although Ling Longyue said so, but she didn't believe it. Even for her, her elder sister rarely saw Shue Qilin. Not many people could see Shue Qilin. Yet Shue Qilin helped a lowly human and even gave him information. How could this be? Can't be too late. I still need to go home and have my beauty sleep. Lin Xian. It was already so late at night, and he was still going to take a beauty nap. Furthermore, for an existence of this level, what kind of beauty nap was he going to take? Then the car kept speeding away. Time gradually passed, but they really didn't see anything out of the ordinary. Lin Xian even went to 2 cities, but he didn't see anything other than normal demon beasts. That's not right. The car stopped in a city. Lin Xian and Ling Longyue were standing on top of a 100-meter tall building when Ling Longyue suddenly said, What happened? Lin Xian asked curiously. Ling Longyue looked around and then said, Did you notice that the number of demon beasts has decreased? Lin Xian shook his head. How can I tell? However, Lin Xian paid a little attention. It seems to be the case. He wasn't sure. Ling Longyue said, Don't you go out often? Don't you know how many demon beasts one can encounter while walking on the streets of a city? Lin Xian nodded. I know, but I'm not sure because I didn't pay attention just now. Ling Longyue said, I sensed that within a radius of 1 kilometer, there should be about 500 demon beasts regardless of their strength. But now, there are less than 200. Hearing Ling Longyue's words, Lin Xian suddenly raised his eyebrows. There was such a thing. If it was just a little less, that would be normal. But if it was more than half, then it wasn't normal. But I didn't check on the road just now, so I don't know if it's the same in other places. Ling Longyue said. Then let's check other places in the city. Lin Xian quickly said. Ling Longyue also noticed that something was wrong, and she was also interested. To be honest, she didn't care about these things in the past. But now she couldn't not care less. Because she was attracted by the various fun places in the human world, and the various delicacies. She didn't even want the human world to be conquered, or else there would be less fun places for her. Amusement parks, game consoles, computer games, and television. She didn't even know about these things after so many years. She didn't even know that there were such good things. Too despicable. So, when she felt that something was wrong, Ling Longyue was even more enthusiastic than Lin Xian. About 5 minutes later, Ling Longyue appeared beside Lin Xian again. How is it? Lin Xian quickly asked. Ling Longyue's cute eyebrows were tightly knitted. Something is wrong. I checked the entire city just now. Although there are still a lot of demon beasts in the city, it seems to be less than half of the normal number. Half. Half of the demon beasts in a city would be more than 500,000. Ling Longyue nodded. More or less. Maybe not, but this is not right. Let's go, I'll bring you to another city to see if it's the same. Then Ling Longyue and Lin Xian disappeared from the spot. Not long later, they arrived at another city hundreds of kilometers away. Lin Xian. What the F*** CK? Can a heaven venerable space jump be so perverted? Ling Longyue explained to Lin Xian. Of course it's not a single space jump. It's a few times. That's still very strong. Lin Xian said in shock. When can I reach such a level? At least heaven venerable, at least space realm, and at least void realm. The latter two just need to complete the mission. But for the former he needs to slowly improve. He is already in lightning tribulation realm. You stay here first. I'll go take a look. Then Ling Longyue disappeared again. About 5 minutes later, she came to Lin Xian's side. How is it? Lin Xian asked. The same. There's a lot less of them. Then something's not right. Lin Xian said. Ling Longyue also nodded. Something's not right. I've roughly checked the surrounding forests. There's also a lot less of them. But where did they go? Lin Xian shook his head. I don't know. Am I right? This is not right at all. Could it be that the demon race secretly gathered a large number of demon beasts from all over the place to prepare to attack the city? But that won't do. With such a large number of demon beasts attacking the city, they will be discovered from a few hundred kilometers away. This is meaningless. It's better for the demon race to attack from all directions. Ling Longyue pondered. Yes, it's meaningless. Could it be that they went to do something else? No, that's not right either. Chapter 543. Xue Qilin said that Tianhua City is in great danger. That is, it is aimed at Tianhua City. Now, the number of monsters in the major cities and even in the forests has decreased by a lot. They must not have died but have been summoned somewhere. Of course, it is the myriad monster alliance that can be summoned. Therefore, combined, it is still aimed at Tianhua City. Tianhua City is still in danger. What should we do now? Can you try to find the place where the monsters are gathering? Ling Longyue shook her head. Who knows where? My ability is only long-distance spatial jump, which is of no help to me in finding people. Can only shorten the time. Besides, I don't know where it is. Lin Xian scratched his head. This time he has gained something, but he is still a little confused. Let's go back, Lin Xian said. Then Ling Longyue took Lin Xian to the city and drove back to Tianhua City. Lin Xian had reported this matter to Qin Feng. Qin Feng must have increased the patrols and probably went to ask for reinforcements, because this was indeed an abnormal situation. The next morning, Lin Xian walked out of his room and saw Xiao Runing in the living room. I say, Teacher Xiao, are you treating this place as your home? Xiao Runing crossed her legs, took a sip of tea and said, What? I practice with your little fairy every day. Can't I live in your house? This. Lin Xian scratched his head and sat next to Xiao Runing. Xiao Runing subconsciously distanced herself from Lin Xian. That's right, since the last time she was kissed by Lin Xian, she has been on guard against Lin Xian. If things go wrong and he takes advantage of her again, that won't do. Hurry up and make breakfast, I'm hungry. Xiao Runing quickly pushed Lin Xian and said, I won't do it unless you kiss me. Lin Xian, don't be shameless. Xiao Runing inexplicably thought of the scene that day, and her little face suddenly blushed. Haha, I'm just kidding. I'll make it. Do you want noodles? Anything is fine. Xiao Runing said. Linya came out of the bathroom and said, I'll cook. Xian, you rest. Lin Xian smiled. You must be tired from training every day. Let me do it. I don't have anything to do all day, so I'm free and unfettered. You go rest. Heartless person, I've never seen you say that I'm tired. Xiao Runing rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. You're Miss Xiao. You don't even feel tired taking care of hundreds of warriors. You definitely won't feel tired taking care of my little fairy. Lin Xian laughed. You have no conscience. You didn't even pour me a glass of water. *CK. Aren't I preparing to make breakfast for you? Lin Xian smiled and walked away. Linya glanced at Lin Xian, then sat beside Xiao Runing. Xian is like this. Don't dislike him. Linya explained to Lin Xian, afraid that other girls would misunderstand and dislike him. Xiao Runing smiled and said, I know, I'm just joking. You're his elder sister, but you're also worried about him in all aspects. You're worried about finding a girlfriend for him, you're worried about his daily life, and you also have to help him wash his clothes. Aren't you tired? Linya shook her head. I'm not tired. I rarely go to the company now. Xian is right. In fact, I don't have to take care of the company all day, and I don't have to do everything by myself. In the past, I wanted to protect his business too much. Now that Xian can earn money by himself, I don't have to worry too much. That's right. In the past, Linya wanted to protect her company. At least even if Lin Xian lost something, he would still have the company. But now Lin Xian could earn a lot of money by himself. Her earnings seemed insignificant and unimportant. In order to not be a burden to Lin Xian, Linya's priority was to improve her strength. Lin Xian was right. Improving her strength was not only for her, but also for Lin Xian. So now Linya was working very hard. It was also because of her good luck that she was able to meet a good friend like Xiao Runing. Xiao Runing was very powerful, but at the same time she was also an ice attribute cultivator, so she would be able to help her even more. Linya was a complete novice who had never cultivated before, but Xiao Runing had been cultivating the ice attribute since childhood, so she had a lot of experience, so she would be able to help Linya obtain more benefits in a shorter time. However, I am still very envious of your special physique. It just so happens that it also corresponds with your ice attribute, allowing your ice attribute power to double. If you cultivate normally, then when you reach my level, your ice attribute power will be twice as strong as mine. Xiao Runing said in an envious tone. This was not something that anyone could meet. She was the woman of destiny. I don't feel that it's as powerful as you say. Linya asked, puzzled. Lin Xian came over at this time and said, Of course it's powerful. Otherwise, why would Qin Xiaotian make a move on you? What are you looking at? Go and cook. Xiao Runing rolled her eyes at Lin Xian and said. Lin Xian cried and said, Sob, 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 I'm actually a nanny now. I'm even being despised. Sigh, I'm so pitiful. At this time, Ling Ying opened the door and yawned. Her hair was flying and then she walked out. When she walked out, she saw the three of them. She blinked her eyes and then, cough, cough, then she coughed embarrassedly. Miss Xiao, Sister Linya, good morning. Ling Ying walked over while scratching her hair. Little Ying, your hair is flying. Can you pay attention to your image? It's none of your business. Ling Ying rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. Lin Xian realized that she was being despised. Sigh, you three women are so powerful. I won't be stubborn with you. I'll go and cook for the three of you. Lin Xian then sighed and went to the kitchen to cook. What kind of blow did he suffer? Ling Ying asked. He's being despised. Xiao Runing smiled. That's great. Ling Ying said with a smile. Linya took out a comb and helped Ling Ying comb her hair. She said, You usually turn around a lot when you sleep. Is it because you don't sleep well? Ling Ying said a little embarrassedly. I don't know. I feel like I sleep very well. Xiao Runing smiled and said, It's because you sleep too well that your hair is flying. Now all the major schools regard you as a goddess. If they knew how you look, I don't know how many suitors would go after you. No, that won't happen. After all, you're still so beautiful. Ling Ying said embarrassedly. Compared to Miss Xiao and Sister Linya, I'm still a far cry. All right, stop licking. A licking dog will die a horrible death. At some point, Lin Xian came over and whispered to Lin Fan. Ling Ying, go to hell. Ling Ying threw a pillow at Lin Xian. Lin Xian dodged and then showed an aggrieved expression. Shouldn't he be the head of the family? Why, sob sob sob, so pitiful. Chapter 544. Lin Xian made breakfast for them and they all went out after eating. Ling Ying didn't know where he went, and Lin Xian went to play with Miao Xiao Miao. Everyone had gathered in the Gale mercenary group. Lin Xian. Brother Xian. As soon as Lin Xian entered, they all shouted. It was obvious that Lin Xian had a high position in their hearts. Why is everyone here? Lin Xian asked curiously, and then sat next to Miao Xiao Miao. Miao Xiao Miao subconsciously moved to the side, keeping a little distance from Lin Xian. This little girl. Could it be that because he didn't come to see her for a while, she had a problem with him? Today, even Miao Zhenghao, who was rarely seen, came, so Lin Xian felt that something was wrong. Wang Chanxian brought Lin Xian a cup of coffee and said, "Isn't it because of what happened in Tianhua City recently? Now, the outside world is saying that Tianhua City is about to face a disaster, and the three forces are frantically gathering reinforcements from other cities. Now, the reinforcements in Tianhua City are many times more than the original garrison, so people are saying that Tianhua City might not be able to hold on. Isn't there more reinforcements? Why are they panicking when there are so many reinforcements?" Wang Ba smiled helplessly and said, "It's because the more reinforcements there are, the more danger the people feel. If there are demonic beasts attacking the city this time, it will be even more intense, so everyone is panicking. In addition to reinforcements, the three forces are also recruiting mercenaries in the major cities to prepare for battle." "Then everyone is gathered here for?" Lin Xian asked. Wang Ba said, "It's not a big deal, just that Uncle Miao wants us to leave Tianhua City temporarily and go to other cities. We gathered here to discuss whether we should fight for Tianhua City or retreat to the front lines." Lin Xian looked at Miao Zhenghao. Miao Zhenghao stood up and walked to Lin Xian's side, patted Lin Xian's shoulder and said earnestly, "Lin Xian, it's not that I'm a coward, but in this era, it's difficult for us humans to stop a large number of demonic beasts attacking the city. The most important thing is that the strong are not united, and I have the same thoughts. Think about it, when millions of demonic beasts attack the city, you guys will instantly be drowned by the demonic beasts. You can kill a lot, but there will always be mistakes, and you will be exhausted. By then, it will be too late even if you want to retreat it. Well, if everyone had the same thoughts, we humans would have been destroyed. It is precisely because Weirs will be able to encourage more warriors to join the battle." Miao Xiao Miao insisted. "Girl, it's not wrong to fight for humans, but before that, can't you become stronger first?" Miao Xiao Miao looked at Miao Zhenghao angrily and said, "Grandpa, you said that as long as I reached the mysterious heaven realm, I would be able to join the battle. Now that I'm already in the mysterious heaven realm, and it won't be long before I reach the thunder tribulation realm, you want me to become stronger before joining the battle? I don't care." Lin Xian patted Miao Xiao Miao's thin shoulder and said, "Your grandpa is doing this for your own good. I know, but I don't want to be a deserter, I want to fight. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come to Tianhua City from a young age. I want to be closer to the border and I want to do something." In fact, Lin Xian admired Miao Xiao Miao's way of thinking. It was really rare for a young girl to have such thoughts. That's right, in this era every warrior, not just the young ones but even the strong ones and the old ones, were selfish. They didn't want to go to the front lines, and only wanted to live a happy life in a place without war. Wouldn't that be great? They weren't the ones dying at the front lines, so what did it have to do with them? If everyone had the same way of thinking as Miao Xiao Miao, then it was obvious that humans couldn't be defeated. Even the demonic beasts wouldn't dare to attack. Everyone had the same way of thinking. One less person wouldn't make any difference to the war. However, if one person had the same thought, then it would be different if 10 million or even a billion people had the same thought. Fortunately, there were three major forces in this era. If there weren't, then there would be no more. You little girl, you're the only child of our Miao family. Why are you so disobedient? If anything happens to you, what will your grandpa and your parents do? Miao Zhenghao sighed. Miao Zhenghao's thoughts weren't wrong. It was just that the two of them had different perspectives. No, I have the wind attribute. If I can't beat them, I can rely on the wind attribute to escape. Don't you believe me? Miao Xiaomiao insisted. Sigh. Miao Zhenghao sighed, then looked at Lin Xian and said, Little Xian, help me persuade this girl. Lin Xian looked at Miao Zhenghao and said, Grandpa Miao, actually, I think Xiaomiao's thoughts are right. I know she's right, but I'm worried about the mysterious heaven realm. In this kind of battle, the demonic beasts will be between the Qi building realm and the heavenly venerable realm. You said that it's not a problem to encounter a group of Qi building realm and divine focus realm demonic beasts. But a heavenly venerable realm demonic beast can destroy everything within 1,000 meters. If you encounter such a demonic beast, you won't even have time to run. What will you do then? Not to mention the heavenly venerable realm, even the thunder retribution realm and the law realm are the same. Although demonic beasts of this level will be dealt with by humans of the same level, the battlefield is so big. Who knows what accidents will happen? Who can guarantee that all the high-level demonic beasts will be dealt with by strong cultivators? Miao Zhenghao sighed. Lin Xian looked at Miao Xiaomiao, then looked at Miao Zhenghao and said, If there's really no other way, I'll follow Xiaomiao during the battle. If there's any danger, I have the space attribute to protect us. Plus, we won't go too deep into the enemy's territory. With my space attribute, I'll have no problem jumping a few thousand meters. She really wants to fight. Yes, Lin Xian could see that Miao Xiaomiao really wanted to do something for humanity. Otherwise she would feel terrible. She didn't want to be a deserter. Lin Xian also understood her. Lin Xian was selfish. He even thought that if he didn't have to fight, why would he fight? However, he realized that if he really encountered such a situation and saw demonic beasts attacking humans, for himself, for the love of his life, for the territory of humanity, he would not be able to help but feel a surge of passion and want to fight. It was a good thing that someone was willing to fight personally. There would be danger, but if everyone really thought that way, then humanity would really be hopeless. Hearing Lin Xian's words, Miao Zhenghao fell into deep thought. All right. If you can stay by Xiaomiao's side the whole time and have the space attribute to protect you, then I'll be more at ease. However, you still have to be careful. This time, the demonic beast attack seems a little different. Chapter 545. Miao Xiaomiao looked at Lin Xian. This bastard is actually helping me. Then I'll forgive him for not coming to play with me for so many days. Lin Xian nodded. I had a warning about this earlier. Otherwise, I wouldn't have asked little Miao to tell everyone not to leave Tianhua City during this period of time. Last night, a friend and I went to a few cities outside Tianhua City to investigate. It was also because of this investigation that I informed Chief Commander Qin. After his investigation, he also confirmed some things. That's why he decided to increase the number of reinforcements. You're still talking about me. Didn't you go out yourself? Aren't you in danger? Hearing Lin Xian's words, Miao Xiaomiao ignored the rest of his words. She only knew that Lin Xian said that it was very dangerous outside and didn't let her go out. She also believed that it was very dangerous. She was very obedient and didn't go out. However, Lin Xian went out himself. This made Miao Xiaomiao quite angry. Is your own safety not important? Lin Xian awkwardly touched the tip of his nose and said, It's because my friend is very powerful. That's why I dared to go out. Otherwise, how powerful do you think I am? Why would I dare to go out alone at this time? Miao Xiaomiao snorted. This girl is really cute. She has the same personality as Ling Longyue. Xiao Xian, what is the investigation you mentioned? Miao Zhenghao frowned and asked. Yes. Brother Xian, is our Tianhua city really going to be gone? Chu Meng also asked. Lin Xian said. It's actually just an anomaly. All the beasts within a few hundred kilometers have suddenly decreased. For example, the beasts in Lin Feng City used to have 500,000 beasts. But now there are only 200,000 left. It's not just the city. It's also the forest and all the plains. Under such circumstances, it's very difficult for martial artists to notice this when they go out to kill beasts. All the beasts in the surrounding area have suddenly decreased. This is indeed very bad and abnormal news. Miao Zhenghao also had a lot of experience. Could it be that a large number of beasts disappeared and then gathered somewhere to prepare to attack Tianhua City? Wang Ba asked. Lin Xian shook his head. I'm not sure, but there's definitely something going on. The demonic beasts didn't all gather, leaving only half behind to confuse others. And who are they trying to confuse? Of course it's us humans. Therefore this must be a surprise attack against us humans. However, we didn't find anything during such a large-scale migration. This is really strange. Moreover, we're not sure where the demonic beasts are. Lin Xian now understood why there were 100,000 demon beasts gathering in Chongfeng City that night. It was estimated that they were migrating on a large scale. It was a pity that he didn't see how they migrated. If he saw it, he would be able to find the place where the demon beasts gathered. However, combined with these matters and Xue Qilent's reminder, Lin Xian is certain Tianhua City was in trouble. The good news was that the defense of Tianhua City was very tight. Who knew how many guards had completely surrounded Tianhua City? Every time a city was captured by the demon beasts, it was a huge blow to the human race. Therefore, even if they had to pay a great price, they had to hold on. Well, this is the choice of you kids. But you have to know that there are bound to be casualties in war. Especially in a large-scale war. There will be countless casualties, including you. You have families, you have true love. I hope to see your willingness to contribute to the human race. But I don't want you to be hurt. This is a contradiction. Miao Zhenghao said. Understood. Well, think about it yourselves. If you want to fight Lin Xian, please take care of little Miao. This girl has a rather explosive temperament. She's especially easy to anger and lose her mind. I don't. Miao Xiao muttered. Lin Xian nodded with a smile. I know. Well, this old man is going to play cards. I don't know how long I can play. Miao Zhenghao then walked out. When Miao Zhenghao left, everyone hurriedly gathered around Lin Xian. Brother Xian, what do you think we should do? Wang Xian asked Lin Xian. Lin Xian said, it's very simple. When the time comes, if you want to fight, then fight. If you don't want to fight, then don't fight. If you fight, then be prepared to be killed by the demonic beasts. Lin Xian glanced at them. They had all reached the upper level of the arcane body realm, but there was still a small gap between them and the arcane heaven realm. Wang Ba and Wang Chanqian were both in the upper level of the arcane heaven realm. To be honest, in this kind of battle, no matter how strong you were, you would be in danger. For example, Lin Xian was in the lightning retribution realm. When the time came, the lightning retribution realm would definitely be higher than most of the demonic beasts. When the time came, it might be a massacre, but there would be no end to it. Moreover, who knew when and where a powerful demonic beast would lock onto you, and then suddenly attack you with a demonic skill that would severely injure you? This kind of thing was too common. It had happened too many times in large-scale battles. Not only did you have to pay attention to all the demonic beasts around you, you might even have to pay attention to any demonic beasts that were 100 meters away. Even attacking a demonic beast's area of effect martial skill might hurt you. In short, it was very, very dangerous. Then I'll have to think about it carefully. Wang Xian fell into hesitation. This was a very normal thing. Miao Xiaomiao looked at Lin Xian and asked, "Did you come here just to talk about this?" Lin Xian shook his head. "No, I mainly came here to see you." The people around them held back their laughter and then gave each other a look. One by one, they hurried away to a corner to drink coffee. Miao Xiaomiao heard Lin Xian's words and saw everyone holding back their laughter as they walked away. Her pretty face suddenly turned red. Scram, 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 scram. Stinky hooligan. Miao Xiaomiao muttered. Lin Xian smiled as he sat beside Miao Xiaomiao. Remember, don't leave Tianhua City for the next few days. Also, if a battle really breaks out one day, your first choice is to look for me. Do you hear me? Although Lin Xian admitted that his strength wasn't too strong, he had the advantage of the space attribute. If he couldn't win, he could temporarily take Miao Xiaomiao and run. I know. Why are you even more naggy than my mom? Miao Xiaomiao muttered in disdain. I'm nagging because I care about you. I don't see you coming to see me every day. Even your phone call was a few days ago. And you say you care about me, hee. Lin Xian, there's nothing I can do about it. I've been really busy recently. Your man isn't someone who doesn't do his job properly. Cheating on your own girlfriend. Adonis points plus 100,000. Lin Xian. Alright, it seemed like half of his day was spent fooling around with girls. He admitted it. Chapter 546. Hearing the words your man, Miao Xiaomiao's face turned red. She looked at them nervously to see if they had heard her. Seeing that they didn't have much of a reaction, Miao Xiaomiao breathed a sigh of relief. Okay, I believe you. Can you not say it out loud? Lin Xian smiled and nodded. Go, I hate you so much. Miao Xiaomiao rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. Although she said that, she definitely didn't want Lin Xian to leave. Okay, then I'll go. Go. Lin Xian smiled. I'll come see you tomorrow. With that, Lin Xian left. After a few seconds, Miao Xiaomiao looked outside and then pulled her little head back. Bastard. Seeing that Lin Xian really left, Miao Xiaomiao kept muttering. Too infuriating. He really left. Big bad guy. If I ever say anything to you again, I won't believe you. Miao Xiaomiao was about to pluck the fur out of the little plush toy on her computer. I heard that someone doesn't want to talk to me. A voice suddenly came from behind Miao Xiaomiao. Miao Xiaomiao trembled. It's over. Don't tell me they heard it. Miao Xiaomiao's face was red as she turned her head and pointed at Lin Xian. Didn't you leave? Go. Lin Xian smiled. I suddenly forgot to take something with me. What? Go. I don't have anything to do today. I'll take you shopping and eat good food. Then Lin Xian pushed Miao Xiaomiao's back and pushed her out. Hey. Do you think there's something going on between Brother Xian and Sister Miao? Chu Meng was interested and asked curiously. Damn Chu Meng, what's wrong with you? What do you think is going on? Exactly, Chu Meng said with a smile as he rubbed his hands together. Wang Qianqian said helplessly. What kind of thing is that? What's in your head all day long? Why don't you take a look at how young Kitty is? She's only 14. Although in her heart she also felt that these two people had some potential. What's wrong with being 14 years old? In ancient times, people got married and had children at the age of 14. Chu Meng said with a smile. That's true. Besides, our sister Miao isn't an ordinary 14-year-old girl. She's much stronger than us. Wang Xian laughed. *CK. Don't tell me they're really. They seem to be going shopping now. Go shopping alone. Ske. Wang Ba patted Wang Xian's head and said, What are you thinking about at such a young age? If you're jealous, go find yourself a girlfriend. Wang Xian scratched his head and said helplessly, Uncle Ba, I wanted to, but girls these days are too materialistic. You have to have money. If you have money, you have to have power. If you're weak, your girlfriend will feel embarrassed to bring you out and say that you can't protect her. How infuriating. Not all women are like what you say. Wang Qianqian was unhappy. I'm talking about the majority. On the other hand, Lin Xian felt that he did not have much time to spend with Miao Xiaomiao. Therefore he spent the entire morning with her, eating, drinking and having fun. Although it was only the morning, Miao Xiaomiao was very satisfied. In the afternoon, Lin Xian went to the Sky Marshal Court. Lin Xian. Lu Yufan was overjoyed when she saw Lin Xian. Her happiness was beyond words. Then she ran over with Yi. Arcane Body Realm. Lin Xian looked at the two girls. Both of them had reached Arcane Body Realm 3 stars. It was not bad. Yes. If it weren't for you, I would have reached the Arcane Heaven Realm. Lu Yufan waved her fist cutely. Forget it. Do you think it's that easy to reach the Arcane Heaven Realm? How's your and Yi's combat strength now? Lu Yufan said. It's improved a lot. Do you want to spar with me? I'll team up with Yi. Now that my wood attribute and Yi's water attribute work together, our combat strength is very strong. Moreover, we have a very strong tacit understanding. Yi nodded. I suddenly realized that the combination of the water and wood attributes can produce a lot of wonderful changes, especially in terms of control. Both attributes are pretty good. The chain of control when combined is quite powerful. Lin Xian said, let's not spar today. I'll take you out to play. Oh, really? Lu Yufan blinked her big eyes and asked happily. Yi was also looking forward to it. Yes, I'll take you out to play. You haven't played in a long time. Hearing Lin Xian's words, Lu Yufan mumbled. You know that too. Yes, Lin Xian usually did not look for them to chat. At most he would chat a little online. Sometimes he would not even look for them for a few days. Basically, it was the girls who took the initiative to look for Lin Xian. How could you let the girls look for you every day when you were in a relationship? Lin Xian was like that. Therefore they felt wronged. But when they thought about it, they let it go. Therefore, when they heard that Lin Xian wanted to take them out to play, they were really happy. Let's go. Then, under the envious gazes of the crowd, Lin Xian led the two beauties of Tianhua Academy out of the academy. There was nothing much to do today, so Lin Xian planned to appease his little girlfriends. Otherwise, it would really be inexcusable. In the afternoon, he accompanied the two girls. Although Yi was not Lin Xian's girlfriend, she might be in the future. Then, at around 6 o'clock, Lin Xian went to Wang Xintong's house again and made her a loving dinner. Then, he kissed her in the room for a long time before letting her go. He felt like he could push her down, but Lin Xian did not want to do that for now. Phew! After Lin Xian left, he let out a long sigh of relief. Damn it! So tiring. A day had passed just like that. He had accompanied 3 groups of girlfriends. So blue and skinny. It was really not a good thing to have too many girlfriends. If I could bring them out to go shopping or something, and do all 3 groups at once, wouldn't that save a lot of time? Lin Xian thought happily in his heart. But this was something that was difficult to achieve at the moment. Think about it, in order to achieve this, there had to be a prerequisite, and that was for them to get along well. Getting along well was easy, but they had to know that they were both Lin Xian's girlfriends before getting along well. Only then could it be achieved. But could it be achieved? Dream on. It was too difficult. Lin Xian shook his head secretly. But he was already very lucky. Taking out his phone, Lin Xian opened Ling Ying's friends list and silently asked her what she was doing. Lin Xian had to win her over, and he felt that it was about time. The only thing missing was that Ling Ying was not by his side. When Lin Xian saw Ling Ying's reply that she was shopping with Linya and Xiao Runing, the corners of Lin Xian's mouth curled up. Chapter 547. Ling Ying, Linya, and Xiao Runing were shopping. Did that mean he could ask Han Chushu out alone? He was excited. Then Lin Xian contacted Han Chushue. Little Chushue, what are you doing? Grinning. Lin Xian sent an emoji. Watching TV. Han Chushue replied almost instantly. Don't watch TV. Come out and watch a movie. There's a new movie coming out today. Han Chushue paused on the sofa and then quickly stood up. Holding the phone in her hand, she hurriedly asked, "What time?" Half an hour later, Han Chushue walked out wearing a pure white woolen coat. The wind was a bit strong tonight, and her hair danced in the wind. It was also very cold tonight. After all, it was already late autumn. At night people had to wear thick sweaters or something. Han Chushua's hands were in the pockets of her white coat. The wind blew her out. "Hi, little Chushue." Lin Xian greeted Han Chushue. Han Chushua's pretty face was slightly red. Because they were out alone again, it was already very ambiguous. Although they were disturbed the previous 2 times, she was still not used to it. It was mainly because she was not used to this kind of ambiguity. "Are you cold?" Lin Xian walked over and asked. Han Chushue shook her head. "No, I'm just used to putting my hands in the pockets when wearing a coat. I have to say, you're beautiful no matter what you wear." Lin Xian exclaimed in admiration. This praise made Han Chushua's little face turn red again. Fortunately it was dark here so he couldn't see clearly. "That's true. You're originally of the ice attribute. Your ability to resist the cold is much stronger than mine. You're definitely not as cold as me." Lin Xian laughed. "Are you cold? Why are you still wearing such thin clothes in late autumn?" Han Chushue asked worriedly. Lin Xian nodded. "Yes, it's a bit cold. I forgot to change my clothes. But it's okay. I'm a man, I can stand it. It's just that my hands are a bit cold. Wait, I'll go home and get you some heating pads." Lin Xian smiled and shook his head. "No need. Let's go and watch a movie. Can you warm me up?" Lin Xian said with a smirk. "How do you warm it?" Han Chushue asked doubtfully. "Give me your hand." Han Chushue then obediently extended her hand, and Lin Xian held both of her hands. Han Chushue's shyness has been detected. Adonis points plus 100,000. Han Chugs, you blushed again. "You're warming your hands like this," Lin Xian said with a smile. Han Chushue. Acting like a hooligan was definitely a good thing for girls who liked you. For example, right now, you could only see that Han Chushue was shy, but she wasn't angry. However, these small hands were really soft. They were not inferior to Ling Ying's at all. They were slender, delicate, and boneless. "Or are you done?" After a few seconds, Han Chushue asked, tremblingly. Lin Xian said with a smile. "No, that's it. Keep warming my hands like this. We'll talk about it when it's warm." Then Lin Xian held Han Chushue's hand, and the two walked forward hand in hand. He held Han Chushue's hand just like that. It was definitely a trick. Han Chushue was speechless the whole way. She was completely shy. There might have been some intimate actions in the past, but that was just for Zhao Nanfeng to see. But now, it was completely different. It was as if the fake had become real. Originally, the movie theater was 2 to 3 kilometers away from them. Generally speaking, it would be best to simply take a taxi. However, Lin Xian couldn't bear to take a taxi. He really couldn't bear to take a taxi and let go of her hand. Then, the two walked hand in hand to the movie theater. At this moment, Zhao Nanfeng was walking out of a hotel with a beautiful girl in his arms. Then he saw the two figures in front of him. At first, it was difficult to recognize them just by looking at their backs. However, he recognized this shirt. He recognized Lin Xian's shirt. When they first met, Lin Xian was also wearing this shirt. Then the other girl was Han Chushue. Zhao Nanfeng's eyes narrowed. F***ck. Wait. He turned his head and looked at the beauty in his arms, and then pushed her away. She was indeed very beautiful, but the gap between her and Han Chushue and Ling Ying was still too big. Why was he, the young master of the Zhao family, playing with this kind of woman, while an ant from a third-tier city, could play with the dream lover of everyone in Tiandu? Lin Xian, I'll let you show off again. Right now, there are already people on the way from Tiandu. I want to see how many more days you can jump around. Zhao Nanfeng's face was gloomy. Lin Xian. Han Chushue said. What? Your hand is sweaty. Han Chushue said in a low voice. Lin Xian then let go of Han Chushue and awkwardly wiped his hand. It's normal. This proves that you still give me a lot of warmth, Lin Xian said with a smile. Han Chusha was a bit shy and couldn't say anything. The two of them arrived at the movie theater, chose their seats, and then quietly waited for the movie to start. When the movie started, they quietly watched the movie. However, Lin Xian's hand was not obedient. It slowly moved towards Han Chusha and touched her hand. Han Chusha suddenly trembled, and then her hand was held by Lin Xian. At that moment, Han Chushua's mind went blank. If they were acting together, she didn't think much of it. But now they weren't acting. Now they were alone. This Lin Xian he couldn't be. Han Chushu didn't know what to feel right now. On the other hand, the system prompt in Lin Xian's mind was crazily exploding. Apprehension, nervousness, excitement and fear. She had been confessed to too many times by boys and was completely indifferent. But now, it was completely different. She had never felt like this before. They quietly held each other's hand for 5 minutes. At first, Han Chushua's first reaction was to pull her hand away. But since Lin Xian held her hand, she tried and gave up. Come closer, it's more comfortable to look at like this, Lin Xian then said to Han Chushue. Han Chushue was stunned. Then, her body was pulled over by Lin Xian and leaned into his embrace. Lin Xian even reached out and hugged her. Oh my God! She was completely stunned. Other than acting, when had she ever been like this? Lin Xian, on the other hand, was very happy. The previous acting had paved the way for this time, because they had been so intimate before. Although it was different this time after the first time, Han Chushue was able to withstand it a little bit. At first she was still not used to it. However, Lin Xian didn't do anything. He really just hugged her like this and let her lean on him while watching the movie. Gradually, she got used to it and then focused on watching the movie. Lin Xian was definitely going to make his move tonight. The timing was right. If he didn't make his move, then it would be useless. Chapter 548. The movie was still going on. Lin Xian was still holding Han Chushue's soft little hand. Of course, he didn't dare to be more arrogant, such as touching other places, but this was enough. Han Chushue was not used to it at the beginning, but now she was slowly getting used to it. Perhaps it needed a process. Lin Xian chose the seat at the back. What was the benefit of sitting at the back? It could do some naughty things in the dark environment. This was a very simple trick, and the girls all understood it. As long as they saw that the boy chose the last seat, they knew what he was going to do. Although Han Chushue had never watched a movie with a boy before, she still understood this simple common sense. Her heart was still nervous, uneasy, and even expectant. Lin Xian also wanted to do something, but he didn't dare. After all, although he knew that Han Chushue liked him and could control himself, this girl was still cold. Moreover, they didn't have a confirmed relationship, so he didn't dare to do it. Should I confess now? Lin Xian hugged Han Chushue with one hand and rubbed his chin with the other as he pondered. Would it work? Should work, right? Now that Han Chushue was hugging him and holding her little hand, it already explained her feelings. That's right. Then I'll confess. Little Chushue. Lin Xian shouted, but there was no reply. Little Chushue. Lin Xian raised his voice. Ah! Han Chushu came back to her senses and then walked out of Lin Xian's arms. Then, she hurriedly tidied up the messy hair on her forehead. Lin Xian then held her hands. Han Chushu was stunned and then looked up at Lin Xian. What was he doing? Actually, I've liked you since a long time ago. You're so beautiful, so elegant, so nice, so hardworking. I know your family background is good, but I'll work hard too. Work hard so that I can be worthy of you. Can you be my girlfriend? At that moment, Han Chushue's mind really went blank. He confessed. He really confessed. What to do? What to do? A slap. Bah. How could he have slapped him? What about that kick? Pay. Then what should he do? She was looking forward to such a scene, But when it came to this, she didn't know what to do. Little Chushue, Chushue. Lin Xian shouted twice. Ah! Han Chushue came back to her senses. You agreed. Lin Xian smiled and said. Han Chushue. When did she say that she agreed? Could it be that I nodded when I was in a daze? It couldn't be, right? Han Chushue was in a daze again. The corner of Lin Xian's mouth curled up, then he pushed her little head towards him. Ugh! Ding! Prince Charming points plus 1 million. Han Chushue's beautiful eyes widened. Lin Xian. Lin Xian actually. 5 minutes later, Lin Xian finally let go of Han Chushue. Her little face was already so red that she couldn't speak. First kiss. Gone, and it was only for 5 minutes. God. Lin Xian licked his lips and then smiled as he pulled Han Chushue's little hand and said, Then you are now my real girlfriend. Han Chushue's head was in a daze and then she made a sound. Lin Xian grinned. Ding. Congratulations on successfully pursuing Han Chushue. Prince Charming points plus 1 million. Ing. Congratulations on obtaining a 5th girlfriend. Prince Charming points plus 10,000. Ding. Because you are dating 5 girls, Prince Charming points plus 5 million. Ing. Your current title has been promoted to Intermediate Prince Charming. Ding. The system rewards the host with all purchases in the second store X1, Heavenly Starfruit X1, Attribute Increase Potion X1, Obedience Spray X1. Ing. You can increase the target strength by 2 stars. Confirm. Lin Xian. It will automatically increase after 2 hours. Lin Xian grinned. All of a sudden, another 25 million Prince Charming points entered his account. It was simply too satisfying. Now it was already 50 million. And there was even a Heavenly Starfruit as a reward. When the time comes, he would save 18 million to buy the Heavenly Starfruit for Ling Ying. But this obedience spray. Forget about it. This kind of thing was too wretched, too wretched. Han Chushue felt that it was inexplicable. She was inexplicably raped by Lin Xian for a few minutes, and then inexplicably agreed to become Lin Xian's girlfriend. This now that the relationship was confirmed, Lin Xian also temporarily let out a sigh of relief. Next he had sex with Han Chushue and then with Ling Ying. God. Who could withstand this? But now, Lin Xian hugged Han Chushue without any psychological burden because this was his girlfriend. One of his girlfriends. Damn it. Now there were already 5 of them. Lin Xian didn't know how he survived until now. That. Han Chushue said. What? My dear little Chushue. Lin Xian couldn't help but kiss Han Chushue's pretty face. Han Chushue. It's over, it's over, it's over. Won't I be bullied to death in the future? Don't tell Ling Ying first. Lin Xian laughed in his heart. This pair of best friends was really interesting. No, weren't Lu Yufan and Yi the same? Why don't you tell Ling Ying? Aren't you best friends? Shouldn't you share your boyfriend with her as soon as possible? Lin Xian asked with a smile. 'Cause I don't want to for the time being. Moreover, you're living with her now. And there's also Sister Linya. If she knows, it might be a little inconvenient. Then can't you say that you'll let me and my little fairy live in your house? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Han Chushue shook her head. Forget it. Ling Ying and Sister Lin you have a good relationship. She also likes you living together. Then why don't you want to tell Ling Ying? Han Chushue fell into hesitation. Why didn't she want to tell Ling Ying? A girl's mind was delicate. Of course she could see that Ling Ying and Lin Xian might have some special feelings for each other. But she was the one who got there first, so she didn't know how to tell Ling Ying. Okay, I understand. Lin Xian smiled and pinched her pink cheeks. Even if Ling Ying didn't say it, Lin Xian definitely wouldn't tell Ling Ying, unless he was looking for death. Although Ling Ying told him that it was fine for him to pursue Han Chushue, girls were the best at saying the opposite. If he told her, who could stand it? At that time, he wouldn't even be able to get on the bed. However, There was no doubt that Ling Ying was so magnanimous that even Lin Xian admired her. He couldn't understand her. No, to be more precise, everyone around him was actually very magnanimous. Who knew where he got his dog's hit luck from? Han Chushua's pretty face turned red. Let's watch a movie. After the movie we'll go eat supper and then go to the hotel or your house. How about that? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Chapter 549. Ah! Han Chushue stared at Lin Xian in a daze. Why are we going to the hotel? Of course, she knew why they were going to the hotel, but she didn't know what to do. Could it be that after a boy and a girl fell in love and confirmed their relationship, they would go straight to the hotel? Han Chushue didn't know. It shouldn't be that fast, right? Both parties had to agree, right? They had to spend some time together, right? Han Chushue didn't know. She had never been in a relationship before. She only knew that boys and girls would do that, so should she go? She didn't know. She even wanted to ask Ling Ying what to do. Go to the hotel to play cards and games. Han Chushue glanced at Lin Xian. Okay, I'm just kidding. Lin Xian laughed. How could he sleep with Han Chushue like this? He didn't have the ability to do so. Han Chushue froze for a moment. To be honest, if Lin Xian insisted, she really didn't know how to refuse. Lin Xian could really trick her into going to the hotel. As for whether they could do anything after going there, it was hard to say. The movie soon ended. Lin Xian held Han Chushue's hand, swaying back and forth, and walked sweetly on the night street. Han Chushue also felt that this feeling was really comfortable. Was this what falling in love felt like? Walking hand in hand with the boy she liked on the street, even if they didn't chat or talk, she would feel very happy. In the past, she never envied those couples walking hand in hand on the streets. She didn't envy them at all. She didn't know when it started, but she started to look forward to it. Maybe it was when she really fell in love with someone, then she would have this kind of fantasy. But now, didn't her fantasy come true? Little Chushue, are you free tomorrow? I'll take you out to play. Lin Xian asked with a smile. Han Chushue nodded slightly. Where do you want to go? Lin Xian asked with a smile. I don't know. Han Chushue shook her head. Where do I want to go? She really didn't know where to go. She basically didn't go out to play since she was a child. She knew about amusement parks and online games, but she wasn't familiar with them. As far as she could remember, she had undergone all sorts of training since she was young. Then she would go to the demonic beast domain to fight. Gradually she got used to this lifestyle. Perhaps to her, her way of entertainment was to go out with Ling Ying, eat and drink, or stay at home, curl up on the sofa, turn off the lights and eat snacks while watching TV. I'll take you to the amusement park tomorrow, Lin Xian said. Why do we go to the amusement park? Han Chushue. You don't want to go. Han Chushue shook her head. No, I just don't think I'm a kid anymore. Lin Xian smiled and said, You can go even if you're not a child. Have fun tomorrow. I see that you've been suppressing yourself too much and don't come out to play much. It's a habit that you've developed over the years. Now, I have to nurture you into a mindset where you want to go out to play other than going out to train. Han Chushue. That's called not doing your job. So you're saying that I don't do my job every day. Lin Xian then slapped Han Chushue's butt, causing her face to turn red. Oh, I don't mean that. Han Chushue quickly muttered. She knew that she would be bullied to death by Lin Xian. The main thing was, the less a girl was in a relationship, the more cautious she would be, and the easier she would be bullied. Han Chushue was like this, easy to bully. Girls like her were cold and aloof. The most difficult thing was to pursue her, not to have sex with her. When you succeed in your pursuit, congratulations, you will have everything she has. This was her personality. Either she couldn't accept it, or she would accept it all and give it all to herself. Ling Long Shui was the same. Lin Xian had already done the most difficult part. Alright, this is for you. Lin Xian handed the attribute increasing potion to Han Chushue as a reward. This is... Attribute increasing potion. What's the purity of your ice attribute? Lin Xian asked. 80-something. If your luck isn't too bad, you should be able to reach 100%. Give it a try. Han Chushua's mouth opened slightly as she looked at the potion in her hand. Of course she had heard of it. Moreover, Lin Xian had even given her a heavenly star fruit. There were too many amazing things that she had never heard of before that had happened to Lin Xian. Can I? Why not? Just treat it as my first small gift to you. Hurry and use it. Han Chushua nodded and injected the potion into her arm without hesitation. A cold energy burst out from Han Chushua's body. Many passers-by hurriedly moved away and looked at the situation from afar. 10 seconds later, Han Chushua opened her beautiful eyes, which flashed with surprise. How is it? 100%. Han Chushua said in disbelief. Lin Xian smiled and said, Is there any special improvement when the ice attribute reaches 100%? The dark attribute can even conceal itself during the day. Han Chushua said, The increase in the ice attribute is only in controlling the strength of the cold energy. However, this increase is huge. It can increase my battle strength by more than 30%. 30% didn't seem very high. However, even if it was only 10%, it was still an extremely high level of existence. This was cultivation. Moreover, if it was 30% now, what would happen when Han Chushua reached the Lightning Tribulation realm, the Law realm, or even higher realms? At that time, 30% would be extremely heaven-defying. Thank you. Han Chushua was very grateful and somewhat embarrassed as she whispered to Lin Xian. What's the relationship between the two of us? You're still saying thank you to me. Isn't that pulling us apart? Lin Xian said with a smile. Han Chushua's small face slightly reddened. Was this what it meant to be boyfriend and girlfriend? Didn't they need to say thank you to each other? It seemed pretty good. Then Lin Xian looked at the time and said, Why don't we make a bet? Bet on what? Han Chushua nodded slightly and looked at Lin Xian with a puzzled expression. To outsiders, she was too lazy to say a word and was incomparably cold. Even when she was with Ling Ying, she was like this. However, when it came to Lin Xian, she didn't have that cold temperament at all. She was just a little girl. She was curious about every word Lin Xian said and wanted to listen carefully. She would have a bigger reaction to every action Lin Xian made. I bet that your realm will increase by 2 stars in a while. Do you believe me? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Han Chushua shook her head. Impossible. Firstly, I didn't kill any demonic beasts. Secondly, I didn't eat the heavenly star fruit you gave me before. How could my realm increase by 2 stars for no reason? That you're tuning in to the Whispers of Romance YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.